There we go. Light it up for the audience for the guest Friday night. I'm joined with Zelly. He's lighting up. 9% weed. There you go. Take a big pull for the guests.
This is actually
This is a Gangs of New York style right here. I'm ready to fight. I'm an Irish boxer. I got my mustache ready. This is. I got a disco ball in the back. We partying.
nice.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, you believe in aliens?
do I believe in aliens?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why the fuck not, man? Like, why do we have, dude? You look at this fish right here.
Fish.
This fish
Oh, let me see your
lives in
aquarium.
an artificial environment created by me with the help of like the
Oh, what'd you do?
chemicals
What'd you do? Your
Earth.
camera. Hold on. Flip it back the other way though. The screen, cause you out of the screen. Wait, did you move your screen? What the hell happened?
I
Did you?
flipped it.
Huh? Flip it back, cause now you're in a different spot.
That was my fish. I flipped it to the fish.
Oh wait, what the hell? Hold on. Let me try to fix your thing really quick. It just popped out of the screen. I don't know how that happened. Oh, there you go. So I have to, tweaking here. There we go. Oh, it's like freaking SpongeBob here. Let me see that fish.
Where's that fish? Where's? There he is, right in the corner.
Jesus. So you had any freaking alien experiences or anything like that?
The best one I can remember of,
Yeah.
I only had one, and like, I was really young. Me and my friend both saw it from my balcony in Luna Park. We're like what, 8, 6?
Dude, a Luna
We
Park?
saw it. Right,
That's sick,
we
Coney
saw it.
Island.
We saw it above Astroland, actually, which is now called Luna Park as well. So I'm always gonna call it Astroland because I ain't gonna confuse that shit.
That's what I call it too. Hell no. Anyway, all right. So you're 8 years old. You're in Coney Island. You're scared. You see aliens. You think you see aliens?
Me and my friend both think we saw a spaceship, but it was there for 1 second and it left. And it was red, but it was the shape of a spaceship. It was right over Astroland, right over, right over even the tower, like somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm. How
Just
fast was
gone.
it going? Was it going fast or anything?
Blink of an eye, gone. 1 second it was there, 1 second it was gone. Like we turned to one another, like, are we seeing this? And it's gone.
Jesus Christ. Damn.
I mean, could have been government, could have been aliens, could have been anything, man.
Yeah. Did the freaking what is it, the government? They released a bunch of files now about UFOs. Did you
Oh
see
my
that?
god, that is just amazing, and I'm so happy we didn't run out of toilet paper on this one.
What?
Nah, cause like you go from COVID to aliens, bro. People think we're done. I think we're close to done as well. I think aliens probably gonna come here and tell us, "Yo, you guys are fucking up."
What do you mean? You think that they're gonna come out and wipe us out?
Nah, they're gonna just tell us you're fucking up. We were supposed to come here and harvest your shit. Your shit's useless to us now. You got your fucking pollution and shit.
Hell no, dude. They have like, if the aliens come, they have a way to like clean us out from the inside, extract anything they need, use us as slaves, whatever. What are you out of your mind? You think they can't?
Well,
If they can
that's
travel here, you don't think they can harvest us, dude? As a matter of fact, if they can travel here, they might not even need us as slaves. They probably got robots out there that do the job like 10 guys can do.
yeah, but you also need raw material. But you also need material for a human being. You need to feed a human being, all that
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's a waste, dude. They probably got robots that run on like what? They got like solar powered robots, probably. You know what I mean?
Oh, you know what's
Definitely.
the next? You know what they're gonna think of next, like in the future, probably after we die. They're gonna put solar panels around the sun. Watch,
Hmm.
like a halo. And what
Hmm.
it's gonna do is it's gonna be like the new solar panel. It's gonna take power from the sun, transfer it back here to Earth.
Damn, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
But why
they
can't they
actually
just wait?
that's
Why can't they just have it on Earth? What do you say? We're not gonna run out of space on Earth. You know what I mean?
well, on Earth. you have the ozone layer and all this stuff that blocks out solar rays, so you don't actually get the full power of the sun.
Right. But think about how do you even transfer that energy? Think about what? All right, so you're gonna be in space. You're gonna build these solar panels, and then you know how far that is?
Right, but we're still getting messages from the Voyager probes. Think about that, and they're outside the solar system.
That's true. But they're not sending in. What are they sending? Just like radio signals, though. They're not sending the actual like
I think they're done
energy.
with pictures. They're done with pictures, but they're sending back energy, like they're sending back readings. But eventually they're gonna go cold, and it takes the farthest one about a day or two to actually get to us.
Mm-hmm.
I think more like a day, but yeah.
Yeah. It'd be cool if we got contacted by them. Somebody like send a freaking signal or something.
Well, I mean, we're sending signals everywhere. We got satellites, GPS, all these things.
Yeah.
All these things. You ever watch like Michio Kaku and all these scientists? They're like the smartest people to talk about. They'll tell you.
What are they gonna
I'm
tell me?
sorry.
What are they gonna tell me?
I'm a stoner, so I have that 5 second memory, so I can forget shit mid sentence. That's kind of nice.
Dude, as long as you're having fun, man.
Oh shit.
Jesus Christ, man. Dude, it's good to freaking see you.
It's good to see you too. Fish
Oh,
is
so
right
what the,
here.
dude? So what the hell were you saying? You were talking about some guy or something before. He was like doing some crazy crap or something. Remember?
Oh yeah. So I was watching this YouTube video. I
Yeah.
started watching it. It's called Lockdown 23 and 1. It's about this dude. He talks about anything about prison or crime or anything,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's a pretty good show. I like it.
Yeah.
And shout out to him. He's doing a good job. And he was doing this one thing about this dude, and it was straight up monologue. Like this dude in what is it, North Dakota,
Okay.
slit his own neck after he got the sentence of 7 years.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah. It was federal time.
Yeah, but it's only
Like
7 years. But that. Wait, how old was this guy? 70?
I don't know. I think he was a little bit younger. I don't know like the full thing. He was like, I know he was like an EMT, and
Oh, so the guy was probably like a wacko or something too, no?
I think he tried to I don't know what he tried to do. Probably run some kids over or something, but he didn't hurt anybody at the end of it.
Yeah.
But he still got 7 years, and it's his first offense.
Hmm.
It's crazy. You know what it is? Like people are afraid to go there. It's a dangerous place. You know,
To go
I
where?
won't even. The prison. The dude was facing 7 years. You don't want to go.
I think he was a little bit.
Who does?
Dude, I do 7 years like nothing. Listen, we're gonna slit your wrist, go out like a little baby. What you do is if you go to prison, you take steroids and you get as big as possible. Boom.
How you get the steroids?
I don't know, you freaking sell
You
drugs
gotta
in
be
jail
work.
or something.
You gotta be working out 24/7, and yeah, you can actually run the economy. I was watching like a 60 days in.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he started his own economy, and he was 60 days in.
So
You
this guy,
know,
so what the hell did he do? What was he selling? Like pizzas and stuff?
he was selling his commissary, whatever you get on commissary.
Mm-hmm. And don't they get like
Like
a lot of people who visit you? Don't they like bring in like cigarettes and stuff? They sneak it in. I remember one time
well,
my friend was locked up in jail. Not in jail, but in whatchamacallit, in bookings. He was locked in bookings, and we went to bring
that's a
him a
jail.
bagel.
That's a jail.
Well, alright, whatever. He was in bookings, so we went to bring him a bagel inside the precinct. Went to bring him a bagel, and inside the bagel we opened it up and we put a bunch of cigarettes in there and matches in the bagel.
You
Boom, and
guys
we're
are the
like, we
man.
wrapped it up, and we're like, yo, can we bring him a bagel? They took the bagel, they gave it him. The guy had bogeys. Said I was the king.
Yo, you are the man. But that was long, long time ago. So statute of limitations is up, my friend, right? You're good.
Well, nothing happened.
Right. Well, I mean,
Even if it did, so
yeah.
what do you? What, you can't bring cigarettes to somebody? Are they gonna lock me up?
I mean,
Whatever.
unless it
Take
happened
supports
very
back.
long ago, there is statute of limitations. So, if it was a while back,
Yeah. Jesus.
that's
They're good.
why don't dis- you, that's why I love doing the podcast, but you can never discuss open cases
It's not an open
or
case.
anything of that nature. It has to be closed,
This is an open case.
done,
Even
statute.
if it was, I made everything up. Everything I said is a lie. You can't prove it. I just said it. So what? The only thing you can't say is you're gonna kill the president and that there's a fire in a building. Everything else is fair shot.
Oh, from the
Right?
same
Isn't that?
dude.
Listen, this is America. I can say whatever I want. This is America. This isn't communist China. We're gonna bomb the
Dude,
shit
you
out of
want you want
China. We're
you
gonna
want to hear
bomb
the
the shit out
craziest?
of all these shitty countries. In America, I can say what I want.
It's the craziest thing. You kind of could and you kind of can't. There's a story about this kid who got in trouble on fucking RuneScape, and this is from the same dude.
On RuneScape. On a goddamn video
Yeah,
game, he
this is.
got in trouble for what? What did he
Yep,
do?
he got. He was on lockdown 23 and
Turn up
one.
Zelly's volume
It
a
was
bit.
his first time
Wait,
charged.
hold on a second. What?
It was his first
Wait, hold on
charge.
a second. Hold on.
Tech
Tech
support.
tech support was horrible today. They weren't here for like 30 minutes. But
Tech
what happened?
support requests
What?
the
Tell me.
guest volume turned up.
All right. Hold on. Let me know if it's better. Hold on. Okay. Zelly, can you say something now? Go ahead. Keep talking. I'm sorry.
Hello.
She
Yeah.
was just saying that your
So
volume was low.
yeah, I got it from. So I get this from the same channel, and this kid, he's like what? He's like in his early 20s now.
Is
He
that
got like
good?
what, 5 years? I don't know. He got like 5 years
What?
I don't know yet.
in
Okay.
prison.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry
He
about
got
that.
like 5 years in prison for saying something on RuneScape. Not even doing it.
There's
saying
no
something.
way that happened. Dude, get out of here. He said something on RuneScape. The cops came. They locked him up. And he went to court. They
Yeah,
said, dude, he
yeah,
said something in a video game?
yep. And he thought because he thought he was saying in the interview he was telling how like he thought the FBI came to his house. They took him in for questioning, and he said, he thought like because like he thought because he was saying it the kid
It's a
basically
little
what
bit
happened
better, but
was
it's still
he was
alright.
talking trash to some kid, probably joking, trash talking, whatever. And he
Mm-hmm.
just started saying some crazy ass fucking shit that
Bumped it
just
up.
don't say at the time that he was saying it. So
Dude,
so he
unless you
said
like
it. And
unless you like talking about like, yo, listen, I got two trunks in the back. You see this restaurant in the back? I chopped up two bodies. There's two bodies in the back. If you go down the stairs, there's two bodies chopped up. You can't say that. I mean, you can say that, but then they can investigate you. But dude, if the guy's on RuneScape
right.
and he's like, well, what the hell can he say on RuneScape? I got 10 shillings for your dagger or something?
Nah, he was probably saying like my guess is it was probably around the time like shootings were up, like school shootings and shit, and he was
Oh,
probably
so he
talking
got
about.
investigated. But hold on,
So he
dude,
was.
just making, if he's just saying he's gonna do something, they had to find something, so,
Yeah, well, they took him in for questioning, and
yeah.
he admitted to everything because he thought he was going to be let go. And they were actually telling him, like, yo, you're only going to come in for a few hours. Then it's going to be like, oh, you're going to county for a few days. Then it's like, yo, you're going in for a few years. Like, yo, they straight, like, mess with this kid.
I mean,
And
that does
not on,
happen, but, I mean, normally you can
and it
say
was
what you
actually,
want. If you know what I mean? Like, if
and it
you're,
was actually 6 years. 6 years he got.
but we don't know for what.
6
He
years.
said something on RuneScape that was so bad, the FBI came to his house. They knocked on the door. They're like, can we talk to your son who's playing RuneScape? What's this about? This is FBI. We follow RuneScape. It's like, the game? Yeah, the game. Get your son in the back. Shut your mouth. We're taking him down to the station. They bring him in. They're like, you play this game? Yeah. Like, you're done.
Well, he admitted to the threats he made online, but he said he was only kidding. But I guess they didn't care. Like
Mhm.
they just screwed him. It was just messed up, you
They're
know.
like this. They're like, let me read this comment. You said, quote, you're gonna stick your dick in his ass until he cries. Like he's dissing the guy on the game. He's
Well,
like, yeah, I
now
did it. I
your
said it.
question should be how the hell did the cops get? Your question is how the hell did the cops find out about this, right?
The FBI.
The FBI. Well, the kid he was trash talking to reported him to RuneScape,
Yeah.
who took it up with the FBI. So
That's
there you go.
what? That's
Yeah,
so crazy.
yeah, yeah.
I don't even know if I believe that. That sounds insane.
Believe it.
I mean,
Google
I
it.
could.
All you have to put in is RuneScape jail. It's the first one PC gamer.
All right, that's it. We're pulling it up. Now I'm pissed. I'm pissed if
Now
this.
you're finished.
No, I'm pissed if this is real. I'm pulling it up. Hold on.
He was 19 years old when they arrested him.
All right, that's it. I'm pissed. I'm pulling it up right now. All right, I got it on the screen too. Hold on. RuneScape jail. Oh my God. You're not kidding. Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah,
Jailed for
yo.
Jailed for finally released? Online threats are taken very seriously. He got into an argument. I never told him to commit suicide. Argument escalated. He said he would level the high school Columbine shooting. The fuck is this? He said that he would do a Columbine shooting. Let me see. Attempted murder. He pled guilty?
Yeah. He had bad
Dude,
advice.
what? This can't be real.
It's real, man. This is
A terrorist threat. Dude, that's insane. Holy crap, that's disgusting. Are you kidding me?
I know, right?
Kid? Wait, that's insane. They actually went through it. Dude, who found him guilty? They're like, they got into an argument on it. Jesus.
I mean, like, the kid's talking about doing it, right?
But no, I understand. That's what I'm saying. You can't make, like, threats like that unless, like, you have, like, a credible source.
Like,
but it's like, dude, but the crazy thing is, like, unless he had the guns or the bodies, like, what the hell happened?
Right,
They said that.
Right.
They said that. I guess it was after 9/11 or so. Or no, after Columbine. No, they passed more
I'm telling you,
it
was around those times, so they were taking it more serious. He just got screwed, man.
Dude, that's horrible. Screwed. This guy's life was ruined. Are you kidding me?
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, piece of shit. Dude, I would actually go back and then shoot the guy. Just kidding.
Right?
Just kidding, FBI. Don't lock me up. We're gonna come lock me up, put me in 10 years in jail? Fuckers.
Dude, nobody's doing nothing, man. Like,
you never know. Zelly, they're coming for you.
Well, first off, the kid was making mistakes. You don't ever... Like, you know, the cops want you to talk to them, and, like, you may feel like, you know... You may feel like, oh, you know... You might feel like you might have not even done anything wrong, and then, like, boom, you're fucked.
No, exactly. Dude, never talk to the cops. Hell no. I
just get straight anxiety problems sometimes just being around them.
Of course,
I just can't be.
Dude, hell yeah, absolutely. Me too. I don't... Like, you have nothing to be nervous about. I'm like, nervous. I'm like, dude, you could freaking plant anything if you want it on me. I'm like, you don't respect me. You don't respect... They never respect me as a citizen. They talk to me like I'm a piece of shit. Like, any New York City cop I ran into, I never had a pleasant experience.
They could take your life away for 10 years.
Hell yeah. Dude, I told you, remember that I told you the story where I had the cop pull a gun on me?
Oh, man.
It was like, freeze, I'm going to blast you. What happened was this. All right, so look. It was funny. It has to do with weed. This was back in...
With weed, wow.
Yeah, listen, this was like back in junior high school. Yeah, so this was in junior high school. So it was me, Arthur, a couple other friends were smoking weed or something. No, we were looking for a place to smoke weed. We're in Brooklyn. So we went to an apartment building. We rang every single bell. And this was like at like 10 o'clock at night. It wasn't a smart idea, but we rang every single bell. Somebody ends up buzzing us in. Me, Arthur, and a couple other friends, we go upstairs to the roof of the apartment building. The apartment
Right.
building doors open up. As soon as we walk out, it's the summer. We walk out, it's the summer, it's nighttime. In one corner of the building on the roof, there's a group of Mexicans drinking Coronas and chilling. So we're like, oh, okay, we're gonna go to our own corner. We're not gonna, you know what I mean? But we're like, hey, what's up? They're like, what's up? So we go to that corner. About 30 minutes later, the door busts open. Two cops come out. One's white cop, one's a black cop. The white cop goes to us. The black cop goes to the Mexican guys. White cop comes to us.
Wow.
He's like, yo guys, you gotta take out your ID. What are you guys doing here? We got calls that somebody was like trespassing.
Were they plain clothes or were they?
No, no,
or
no, no,
were
no. They
They...
had everything. They had their guns and everything. Uniforms.
Oh, so they were uniformed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mark.
Yeah, so
Damn.
anyway, they're like, listen, reach it, like, get your IDs out and whatever. And when they told us to get our IDs out, the cops swapped on the roof. So the white cop went to where the black guy was. The black guy was coming to us, and while that was happening, I had the book bag with the strings. Remember those old school book bags with the strings?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
taking that. I was taking that book bag out, not to get the ID, but to grab any weed I had and to eat it. So I was reaching inside the book bag to eat it, and as I'm reaching inside, the cop, the black cop, he sees us and he's like this. He pulls his gun out. He's like, "Freeze, motherfucker! I'm gonna blast you." And he's holding the gun like this
Yeah,
and
dude.
staring
Just
straight at me. His eyes are locking in. He got the gun. He locks it. He's like, "Freeze! I'll blast your ass." And I remember me and my friends like, "Holy shit, he's gonna shoot me." And then
Trust me.
he put his
What?
gun
How
down
long?
slowly. Dude, it was crazy. I thought I was gonna die up there. I thought I was gonna
How
die
long
there. And it
ago
was
was it?
July on freaking what?
When was this? July when?
July when?
20.
This was a long time ago. I don't. It had to be like 10
Like
years
probably
ago.
2015.
Had to
Yeah.
be like 10 years ago.
Yeah. You know what? Like, honestly, sometimes it's better not to fuck with the evidence because it's a worse charge. And I know this charge. I've had this charge.
Mhm.
They call it tampering with evidence in New York State. New York State law. It's the lowest class felony that you can get.
That's horrible.
It's a felony, but like
Mhm.
it's such a simple, small felony, and like you would have just gotten like let's say he thought you were tampering with evidence, and they really wanted to mess with you, take you to book and
Mhm.
say you're tampering with evidence, even though you got rid of the, even if you got rid of the evidence, right? You get out, you know, like you're still going through bookings,
Yeah, whatever. Anyway,
and like
regardless,
and like
regardless,
think
I didn't
about
get
it, tampering
blasted
with
on that
evidence is a
roof, and then
felony,
everything was
and but
fine.
having a bag of weed is a misdemeanor back then.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. That's why it's bullshit. That's why I love that the weed's legal. And look, you have the choice. I don't smoke weed. I don't give a shit about it. You
Right.
love your weed. You love your weed, and I think you should. I think you should smoke as much as you want. You know how nice it is. When I walked through Manhattan, I could smell a bunch. I could smell a bunch of weed. I don't care about it, but it's nice because
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
get,
oh
I
shit, it's like I live in a free country. These people, if they want to smoke it, they're not criminals. They can decide. Like some guy's like, you know what? I feel like smoking weed. I'm gonna decide myself if I want to smoke weed. If not, fuck you.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you know, like, there's no real reason for weed to be on the fucking drug list
Hell no.
at all. It has medical value. It doesn't fuck people up like alcohol or cigarettes or even any of the other legal stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, exactly. I mean, it's so stupid. It's like, dude, let the people decide what they want to put inside their bodies. If you don't need babysitters for that, you know what I mean? It's like outlawing like fast food or something like that. Or when they do the fat tax, they're like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna help people lose weight. But you see this pizza? You see this pizza right here? Look, they're like, we're gonna tax this pizza an extra $2. You see that burger over there? That burger with the free cheese? We're gonna put another $2 on it. Dude, that's not gonna stop people from freaking eating. You know what I mean? They just
Right.
It's a
It's just
scam.
gonna make people poor.
Yeah, exactly. They don't care. They don't care. They're not your friends. Same thing with Facebook. Listen, same thing. I hate this. Listen, you know how
But
much I hate it?
but you
Listen to
know
me, listen to
what?
me, listen. Whoa, whoa, easy,
Yeah.
easy. Listen,
Yeah.
you know what freaking when Facebook and Twitter and all of them when they were banning Donald Trump. Listen, if you agree with Donald Trump, you don't agree to one thing that you should agree with. It's like you don't want these companies banning people and deciding who can and can't say, you know what I mean? Who can't have like a freedom of discussion and freedom of speech.
I'll tell you something. I think Trump really he actually did something really good against Corona that people don't really know, and he also did some things that weren't really, smart. I wouldn't have done it like that, but what he did smart was Operation Warp Speed that got the vaccines out. Thanks to him, we got vaccines. And but the bad thing is he was really downplaying it. But like at the same time, people are running, taking toilet paper. I would try to downplay shit too if I saw people being dumb running for toilet paper. Why ain't you running for the vitamins? It's a flu.
You need the toilet paper, Zelly. What are you gonna wipe your ass with when the end of the world? All right, you have your vitamins. Can you wipe your ass with your vitamins? Can you wipe your ass with your gummy bears? You know how uncomfortable that'd be if you take a shit? What are you gonna do? You're gonna shoot a gummy bear up your ass? You can't wipe your ass with a gummy bear. Unless you're European and you got that bidet, you do a little sprinkle, some water up the pooper.
Dude, you could buy that shit off of Amazon.
It was sold out. Guess what? When COVID hit, it sold out. Well, even the garden hose, dude. In Home Depot, I saw there was a line of people buying garden hoses to like freaking wash their ass. Couldn't buy a garden hose in Home Depot when that was going on. And this was winter.
I think there might have been like maybe one day that I didn't have toilet paper, but like.
Talk to us.
Like.
Wait, talk.
But like
talk us through that.
It's ridiculous. How is it that you get a pandemic? People aren't going for
the
frozen
second, what
food.
did you do? Wait. What did you do that day when the toilet paper ran out? The day the toilet paper ran out, Zelly. What did you use? Use your weed paper? Would you use you rat bastard? Would you use that blunt paper to wipe your ass?
No, I just simply changed to paper towels.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yep. Good stuff. You always gotta have a substitute. I would have used a damn newspaper if I had to.
Nah, hell no, dude. Use an old T-shirt. Fuck it. Use an old dirty T-shirt. I mean, not dirty, but use like an old T-shirt you don't like. Go through. You know what I mean? T-shirt collection.
Yeah,
go like, yo, this one I'm gonna throw out.
A T-shirt like one of your guests, like one of your exes gifted to you. Here's what I think of you now.
And then not only that, you wipe your ass with it and then you send it back to her.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
But you were saying, okay, so with the whole pandemic.
Yeah. So the whole pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, I was cooped up in my crib. Everybody knew I was gonna be cooped up in my crib.
Yeah.
Smoking weed.
Yep.
First few days, I didn't even buy the pandemic, honestly. I wasn't wearing no mask, but I was still cooped up in my crib.
What do you mean? You thought it wasn't? You thought it wasn't real? You thought it was propaganda? Or it was just blown over the top that it wasn't as bad as they said it was?
I thought like maybe I had a few more days than I did.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew it was real, and I knew it was only a matter of time. I just didn't know when. I thought we had a little bit more time than we did.
Right.
Yo, I saw that thing from the start. I saw Trump. I remember when Trump banned flights from China, and I was like, and I was really happy about that because like I do not support the Communist Party of China whatsoever.
Hell no, dude, screw them. Dude, they're communist. Fuck them. They want to destroy America. Fuck them. What the hell? Why would you support these scumbags? Russia too.
Yo, how about this? John Cena, right?
The wrestler?
He was recently. He's trying to make it in the movie business like The Rock did, and he actually has the potential, but like
steroids. He's on a lot of steroids.
China scandal.
No, he's on a lot of steroids too.
I don't know, man.
Hold up.
There are people who I don't know if he's on roids. There are people who have been obviously on roids, but.
Dude, that's it. Picture time. Lesson time. What is it?
I mean, I'm a skinny fuck. Never took roids. Never believed in roids because, like, I don't want that tiny ball.
Wait, you tell me you never took steroids?
Never.
Bullshit.
Maybe some shit like creatine. Maybe some shit that had creatine in it, but like.
You didn't take steroids. Hold on. You look like
never in my life. Do I look like I took steroids?
Possibly. All right, so you telling me this guy right here, John Cena? What is he, like 50 or something?
Well, I think he's in his 40s.
Dude, look at the size of his tits. Are you kidding me? Dude, that's
Um.
ridiculous. Dude, he's juiced up.
Oh.
This guy never took steroids. What? Dude,
Well.
he's juiced out like crazy.
Maybe yes. I'm not a good judge.
Dude, he's on steroids. He's
But
juiced
like
out.
that's not the point. The point is the China scandal.
Oh, right,
You know what
right, right.
happened? So China has this thing where it's holding the world hostage, right?
Okay.
You know Taiwan?
Yeah. Taiwan free. Or
Taiwan,
if
it's
you
its
say
own
Taiwan free, if you say like Taiwan free, Taiwan's free, they get pissed off. That Taiwan's independent from China.
that's exactly what happened. John Cena said that Taiwan's another country,
Oh,
and then he had to take it back.
because
He
of the
actually went
sponsorships,
and-
probably.
And I mean, like, what he would really lose in America is he wouldn't really lose much in America. It's the Asian audience, but they have like a lot of people, and that's why, like, that's why they have him going and apologizing to a fucking authoritarian regime.
Disgusting. Yeah. Well, dude, he
That
doesn't
is-
care. Dude, he doesn't
That
care.
is
All he cares
insanity.
about
Like-
is the Benjamins. That's all that's all these people care about. Same thing with what LeBron. Same thing happened like that with LeBron. He was talking about the
Yeah, I know. I
no,
mean,
because
even-
LeBron was saying something about China. He's like, yo, listen, I think you guys should listen to your government more, or something like that to the people. He's like, listen, you shouldn't protest. You should listen to your government. Don't do this. But then when BLM came around, he's like, yo, screw our government. Protest against it. But when it was the Chinese issue, he didn't care. So,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because, a lot of people nowadays are. A lot of people. Nowadays, I just say everyone's a hypocrite to a certain degree, but like
Of course.
it's just gotten way worse
Yeah.
than it was before. But like, yeah, dude, you have like all these countries doing doing business with China.
Oh hell yeah.
Do you remember those Tigger memes?
The what? Oh yeah. The Winnie the Pooh.
The Winnie the Pooh. Oh my
Yeah.
God, those are the best.
Yeah, the president. He got pissed. Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
we-
I remember they don't have Facebook over there. I don't think they have Facebook in China and some other
Yo,
things they don't have.
All I know is me and you can never travel to North Korea, China, Hong Kong, Macau. None of those places. We
Why
could go to
not?
Vietnam.
You can go to China.
No, you can't. You just broke a Chinese law, and I did too.
What did I do? I didn't even do anything.
Your freedom of speech, man. We're criticizing the government. They have a national defense law that they set up that basically they could arrest anybody on if they ever said anything bad about the Chinese government.
Dude, so you're telling me if I go to China, some Chinese guy's gonna be like, hold on a
If
second.
they-
Wait, the
if
guy's
they
gonna
actually-
grab me on my shoulder. He's like, hold on a second. I'm like, yes. He's like, guys with guts? I'm like, oh, easy. He's like, dude, I know you. You're guys with guts. I'm like, dude, I don't. He's like, that's it. It's over. Throw him in jail. Everybody starts screaming. They're like, dude, that's guys with guts.
Hopefully we get that big, but like, well, don't go to China, but still.
My
Uh,
friend was Arthur.
that-
Arthur was actually talking about China. He said he doesn't want to go into China because says it's hard to get in there. Plus you have to pay, I think, like $200 for like half a year, or something like that, because you have to pay for the visa and stuff, and it's
Right.
it's like difficult.
Right.
And like you said, yeah. Also, it's like you don't really have a lot of like rights and stuff. They can like throw you in jail for like breaking stupid laws like that.
Hong
we take for
Kong.
granted.
If you wanted to go to China, Hong Kong used to be the place to go to.
Hmm.
And Macau. Macau's a gambling spot, by
Nice.
the way. That's the gambling spot. They speak
Mhm.
Portuguese there.
What?
I'm like a wiki guru. Yeah. Yeah. They
You
had the
speak
same thing.
Portuguese there?
Macau is a Chinese province, like it's a special administrative region like Hong Kong.
Uh-huh.
So they understand like the Mandarin,
Right.
but they were a Portuguese colony instead of a British colony, so they speak
Right.
Portuguese.
Dude, that's sick.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I never knew.
And how I
That's
found
really
out
cool.
about this place is during the assassination of the Kim Jong Un's brother.
Uh-huh.
That dude used to fly to Macau all the time to gamble.
Oh, snap.
That dude lived it up. He had like he had like mistresses and shit.
Yeah, yeah. Wait. So what happened? That's the guy's brother, no? That's the Kim Jong Un, the new one.
Oh,
He's the
that's
Kim
what.
Jong.
That's
That's Kim Jong Un's brother, right? And he got whacked. He killed his own brother.
yeah, he did.
Can you imagine
A-
killing your own brother? Would you
And
ever
he
kill your
and
brother?
nah,
Exactly. What
nah.
the hell?
That's
Like that dude killed his own brother. Think about what if he's willing to kill his own brother. Think what he's willing to do to his citizens.
yeah,
Dude.
yeah. I just hope that like maybe he has a change of heart, so that way it's not too late for him, and like he could just save citizens. Just stop his regime and just go into retirement.
Dude,
You
somebody
know.
was saying actually it was interesting. I was reading this article. They said if supposedly South Korea and North Korea wanted to combine together into one country again, they said it would be like such a disaster. Freaking South Korea would go bankrupt. And South Korea is doing really well if they were to absorb North Korea because of how poor they are. Said it would
You
destroy
know.
them. So
You
they
know. You know what the
wouldn't be
fun.
able to do it. They wouldn't be able to do it.
You know what the funny thing is? North Korean history, their GDP was actually higher than South Korea's at one point. It
At
was
one
actually in the
point, yeah.
beginning. Yeah. And it would be crazy for the South Koreans. It's like the best thing we have come to mind is the German reunification that
Yeah.
happened, East and West. That's the best thing we could think of that of recent. But North Korea and South Korean coming back together, that's even older now. Like that's gonna be such a not a toxic, but a culture shock.
Yeah.
That's the word, culture shock,
Oh,
man.
it's a
That's gonna
huge
be a
culture
culture
shock.
shock.
Well, it was the same thing with the West and East Germany. Like, dude, the East Germans, they have like this hard ass life about them. The West Germans were like freaks, partiers, artists, like these crazy gays,
Actually, I
eccentrics.
think I
Like
think I think a lot of
they
I
were like
think a lot
very
of the
out there. You know what I mean? The East Germans, they were very hardy. They were just like, dude, if you spoke to an East German, you're like, hey, what kind of music do you like? He's like, what? He's like, what the hell are you talking about? Music?
what do
He's
you
like,
mean?
dude, I just go to
Aren't
work. He's like, I
aren't
just
like
wake up.
Ramstein?
He's like, I wake up and I go to work. And the guy's like,
Isn't
what do you like? What kind of art do you like and stuff like that? They wouldn't understand it back in the day when the wall was up because of how hard times were.
Yeah,
Only
but
after
they but
the
they but
collapse
they have
after the
art
wall.
now. But like the art became like a little, like isn't Ramstein from like a lot of them from East Germany?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is before the collapse.
Oh yeah, you had to
Like, it
have
was
that
really
time.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But it ended up being good for Germany in the end. So I think like what's gonna happen is like whenever you have something like this, it's gonna bring in a point of chaos where everything's gonna be fucked up for a while. Like in Russia when
Yeah.
Soviet Union dissolved,
Well, in
shit got
Lithuania
fucked up.
too. Dude, in Lithuania too, the same thing with the Soviet Union
Right,
collapse when we got our independence. Only now we're finally recovering, you know what I mean? Lithuania is
right,
only now
right.
finally just these are like the first steps where like people are picking up and like picking up what everybody went through under Russian rule, you know? It's freaking
Any
horrible.
any any trend like I feel like any transition that happens, like whether it's a change of government or
Yeah.
like the North Korean South Korean issue, like if there's a change, it's gonna last. Like
Hmm. Well, dude, it was like
it's,
it's the
but it's
same
gonna
big
bring in
yeah.
such a crazy culture because you're gonna have the North Koreans that were remember. Like I think German culture became the way it was because East Germany was so repressed under like Stasi and then fucking
Of
Russian
course.
intelligence and shit
Well,
like that,
well, yeah, of
Putin and
course,
shit.
dude, they were repressed. They were getting murdered. They were getting killed.
Oh
They were
hell
getting
yeah,
sent to
they
the
were they were
gulags.
they were hella repressed. And look
Dude, they
at
were
what
getting
happened. Look
murdered.
at what happened with their scene, with their whole music scene and art scene, like everything. Like they got a crazy culture.
Yeah.
I like their culture, but like it's a crazy culture. I don't really like the World War II shit though,
Hmm.
but I don't think they do
Yeah.
either.
Yeah, they have a lot of Nazi guilt. A lot of the Germans.
Yeah, they do.
Hmm. But it's
But
crazy,
like, hmm
like you were saying with like the changing of the guard or whatever. But it's like the same thing with the vacuum, for example, with when they killed what's his name, Pablo Escobar. where they're like, dude, this guy's a bad guy, we gotta kill him. Guess what? He was the one dude that was keeping everything together, even though he was a horrible person. But after they
Nah, they had
whacked
to take him
him,
out.
they had no. But I'm saying after they whacked him, it created a vacuum for power. So all these
Oh yeah.
small gangs were running around without any rules or laws. At least under Pablo Escobar, there was one mob boss. When there was a bunch of them, there was chaos in the streets. Same thing happened with freaking. That's how
Mm.
ISIS came about.
Nah, actually, for a time after Pablo's the Cali cartel, but they ran it more loose. It wasn't one single dude. It was a few of them,
Hmm.
and then you know, they all ended up. There were two brothers. They ended up extradited to the U.S. You've seen
Yeah.
the show, right?
Which one?
Narcos.
No.
So they end up extradited in the U.S., which
Hmm.
they wanted to avoid at all costs. Nobody, for some reason, they don't want to go to the U.S.
Yeah,
Well, I
cause of
understand why.
course.
Because they live good in the Mexican. I mean, they live good in a Colombian prison
But not
because they
only
can
that,
bribe.
dude. They could, yeah, exactly, exactly.
They can bribe.
And
They
probably get
literally
out. They could probably bust out.
they literally have women going into the prison,
Hmm.
drugs going into the prison,
Yeah.
anything they want going into the prison. That's like nobody can stop these people. You know, when Escobar arrested himself, they should have just let him stay there. You know,
Wait a minute. No, that's not what happened. When Escobar arrested himself, he still kept going out though.
he still
That's
kept doing it. Yeah,
that's what happened because they said, dude, they were gonna let him get away with it. They're like, all you gotta do is stay inside your house. He's like, dude, f that. He didn't stay inside his house. He went out. He was doing business, and like I think he kept selling drugs, and then I think maybe he went ended up shooting somebody even or something, and then they're like,
Plata
that's it.
o
They're like, we're
Plomo.
coming for you. Like that's
You
it.
ever
It's
heard that
over.
one? Plata o Plomo. It's from the show. It's like money or lead.
I'll take
You
lead
want
all
to take
day.
you want to take some. You want to take a few dollars, or you want to take a bullet.
I'll take a bullet any day. End this
You take a
misery,
bullet over
please.
cash.
End this misery.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
that was
man.
a good one.
You got me.
Ooh.
You got me threatened.
Take a
You
pull for
threatened me.
take a pull for me. There you go. Take a nice one. Oh baby, there it is. There it is. Oh. Like Bill Clinton, did you inhale? You did not inhale, did you? Wait, you can
No, I
inhale.
definitely
No,
inhaled.
you definitely inhaled. No, you definitely did.
But
But
here's
yeah,
the thing:
yeah, yeah.
am I doing surgery? And even if I was, you think that this would fuck me up? Well, actually, I have shaky hands, so I can't talk for myself in surgery. But if I was to do my profession,
Mhm.
you think I would fuck up?
Wait,
No,
what's your
not
profession?
even a bit. I'm more like
What are you,
in
a
the
doctor?
yeah, computer doctor, more like it.
Hmm.
But yeah,
What
no,
is your profession? Wait, what the hell's your
I'm in,
profession?
I'm in
Like a
between jobs.
philosopher.
I don't have a philosophy degree.
No, I'm
That's
saying, but
actually
you,
something.
yeah.
That's something that I actually got above my cousin. My cousin was supposed to be the smart one, but he has a degree in philosophy.
Hey, that's okay, man.
Dude, you can't get no jobs with a philosophy degree. I at least have a business administration
Hmm.
degree with a concentration in e-business. I mean, it's still bullshit. They say you need a master's,
Who's
and
they?
yo,
Forget them.
yeah,
I
forget
say,
them.
you know what I
I could
say,
also,
you know what I say about them? Fuck them. That's what I say.
I could also do it. I could also do it with certificates. There's a lot of certificates I could take, and they cost money.
Yeah.
They're an investment, actually. It's an investment.
But dude, getting back to the whole thing, like with the power vacuum and struggle, it's like the same thing that happened with ISIS.
Well, eventually the Cali cartel fell, and then there was a power vacuum, and then you had uh Chapo,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Hell yeah, that guy was a savage.
and now it's Los. There's a right now there's another vacuum. You have Los Zetas. You have you
MS-13.
still MS-13.
Yeah.
You have
You know
you still
what's
have the
interesting though? What's interesting is what happened with the mobs in America. They all got shut down. It's crazy. The Russian mob, the Italian mob. Think about it. It wasn't even that long
yeah
ago. In the 90s, they were running stuff. John
one
Gotti, the Don.
one law.
You know what I
One
mean?
law got them. One law got them. One law got them
Hmm.
and fucked them all.
Dude,
One law,
did you ever
one
read
law.
you ever
Hmm?
read that book with Sammy the Bull Gravano? It's called Underboss. They actually have it on YouTube. It's an audio book. I listened to it like 3 times. It's amazing. It talks about the mob and
I
everything. It's
probably
so
have
good.
listened. I probably have listened to his interview.
Mm-hmm. He has his own
Uh,
podcast even, Sammy the Bull Gravano. He talks about all the old mob guys and everything. Because it's cool. I
oh
don't know
yeah,
if you know, he's from Bensonhurst. Stuff. Most of those guys were from
yeah.
around that area.
Bensonhurst definitely.
Yeah.
That
When I grew up, a lot of yeah.
You ever heard of the Bath Avenue Boys?
Yup, yup. That's like 2 blocks away
You know
from where
how
I
they
am.
ended up?
Yeah, they were like small time though. They were like the last
They
surviving
were
ones.
small time, but
Yep.
one of them did like a couple of them were in jail at the time, and one of them did something you just don't fucking do.
Mhm.
You
They
know,
killed a
you
cop or
don't
something.
do. No, he touched a maid man,
Oh,
or like he,
oh,
or not even.
oh!
Uh,
Don't touch a maid
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
You know how they introduce. You know how Italians used to
And you know how
introduce the. You
crazy
know
the
how, wait, wait,
mob
wait.
is,
You know
and
how
you know
the
how and
you know how they used to introduce it. He's like, this is guys. This is Zelly. He's a friend of ours. If you say those words, that's it. You're a maid guy. He's a friend of ours. But if you say he's a friend of mine, you're just a friend. But if you say, yo, this is Ellie, he's a friend of ours, that's it. Boom, you're a made guy. So that's the way they would distinguish. If you said that, you could do anything. But that guy,
right.
he
Well,
touched a made guy.
it's not like
He
he
touched
didn't
a made
know.
guy. He
He
hit
knew
him.
who
He
he was
killed him.
talking to. He knew what he. The story was he was doing stupid shit. He was getting adrenaline high, or like
Yeah, yeah, they were
he was more of the
junkies. They were
violent
junk.
type.
Dude, those guys were junkies. The Bath Avenue kids, they were junkies,
He
man.
was more of the violent one,
Junkies.
right? And he disrespected one of the bosses or made man,
Yeah.
and the guy had one of his own friends that they all share a tattoo with. His own friends, his own friend kill him.
Yeah, I remember they have also yeah documentary about them I think
That's the
on
craziest fucking
YouTube and
thing. His own
whatnot.
friend. That's how crazy the mob is.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah, dude! Sammy the Bull. He said he could kill anybody. He would kill anybody for the mob. The only thing he wouldn't kill is like women or children usually. But there was other guys. You seen Cocaine Cowboys, right? That was crazy. Those guys were nuts too. That hitman from the documentary, the Cocaine Cowboys, dude, that guy was a trained assassin. It was insane. Killed like 40 people. But Sammy the Bull also, he killed like 40 people also. Man, dude, can you imagine running
Dude, the
into a
Iceman was the
maniac like that?
craziest one,
I, re-
apparently.
I read his book too. Yeah, yeah. Richard Kuklinski, the Iceman, used to
The way
chop
he would
people
talk
up.
about it, too. Like, that
You
dude
made
had
me
a
angry
crazy
right there.
anger problem. I would not want to walk into him, like, bump into him.
Dude, what
Like,
about that guy
thank
he put
God.
in the cave with the rats?
Like,
Said he watched the rats eat the guy. He left him there for a couple days. He said that kind of made
yeah.
me sick.
He's the type of guy that if I saw at a if I saw at a 5-star inn or some shit, I would go to the 3-star one instead.
Dude,
I
I
just be
saw him.
like,
Dude,
fuck
he
it,
was so big when
take the
they
free
arrested him.
Wi-Fi.
When they put him in cuffs, they had to use two cuffs. They had to use on him because his wrists and hands were so massive. He was like 6'5", 350 pounds, and they had to
Yeah,
use like two cuffs. He was huge. His hands were the size of this like freaking pizza pie down here.
these people can
Ridiculous.
tear you apart. It's just
Yeah.
insane.
Jesus. He said he killed like up to 100 people or something like that, man. That guy was a
Probably did.
real lunatic. Dude, you know his
Probably
first
did.
hit? Do you know how his first hit went? How he got recruited to the mob?
I think it was a suicide, what they call a suicide job.
What's that? Wait, I know how he did it, but hold on, let me know. What's a suicide job?
That's when you do it out in the open, broad daylight.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I guess, yeah, that makes
They
sense.
call it a suicide job.
That makes sense. Yeah. So what
I
happened
heard it
was,
on another interview.
yeah. What happened?
These-
Freaking Richard Kuklinski's he meets the mob guy. He's sitting in a car, and he's like, dude, I want to work for you. I want to be whatever, do whatever. And the assassin's like, can you kill somebody? I'll
Yep.
pay you. He's like, I don't care. I'll do it.
Yep.
He's like, all right, here's this gun. He hands him the gun. Klinsky takes the gun, glocks it. He's like, what do you want me to do? He's like, the guy's looking around. He's like, all right. He's like, the first person that you see walking wherever they're parked, the first person you see, I want you to go out and kill him. He's like this, okay. So Kuklinski's sitting there and he says he sees a guy, and it's like early, it's 5 a.m. He sees a guy walking there and he's walking his dog. Kuklinski gets out of the car, opens up the door, boom, cocks the gun, comes up to the guy behind him, boom, boom, boom. 3 shots,
Yeah.
done. Sits down, that's how he started his career. That's a sick bastard, if you ask me.
Yeah, man.
What about the other one? What about the other one where it was in Flatbush Avenue, the Gemini Club, where he was working with what was that psycho's name? Roy DeMeo, with Roy DeMeo and the crew. Those guys were a bunch of maniacs. He was working with Roy DeMeo, and Kuklinski said the first time he got sick when he went to the Gemini Club over there, he said he would come in there, they'd freaking have to undo their sleeves. They'd undo their sleeves. They grab a chainsaw, cut up the body, use saws to cut up the body in the bathtub, like freaking pour liquid and stuff, like acids and stuff, melt the bodies. He said the fumes were going up his nose, he would vomit. And he said by the second day, he said he was eating pizzas and burgers while they were cutting up the people and laughing about them.
Right. Well, I mean that's what you call comes with the territory. He desensitized himself,
Yeah, exactly.
and
Well, the same
basically,
thing, yeah, same thing happened with like the Nazis, or not even the Nazis, but like anybody in war. Like when some crazy shit like that happens, like
yeah.
these, it's like I think it's your body's own reaction to block
And
out
you
like
get like that,
horrible shit.
and you get that post-traumatic stress.
Yeah.
A lot of our, a lot of our people coming back stressed.
Oh, yeah, dude.
We gotta show them support. You know, does that mean like every single person's a good, every single one of them's a genuinely good person? Probably not, but they serve the country. You know,
Yeah, yeah, salute.
that's something you gotta respect. That's the
That's
respectable
goddamn
part.
thing.
You know,
Absolutely, dude. But dude, they even had
whether
what's
you
his
like the
name?
guy, it's another story. But like,
What about the guy? What about the
I
guy that
generally
Sammy
always
the
show respect and
what the hell is that guy's name?
never have problem with military.
The Jewish guy. Son of Sam. Did you see Netflix had a documentary, Son of Sam, the serial killer? Dude, that's a really good. It's called Sons of Sam. It documents about all the people he whacked. He shot some guy in Bensonhurst too.
My
Shot
mom,
2 people.
yo, yo,
She shot a chick and a dude that they were dating right on like a,
my
like from my mom's house, like 2 blocks away from there. Blasted them in like 1969, Summer of Love.
my mom was already in America when Son of Sam was on his killing spree.
Oh shit.
Do you remember? Do you remember when the power grid went out?
Do I remember it? No, I wasn't even born yet, but
You don't
neither were
remember?
you.
You oh, so you didn't get far in that documentary.
Oh,
You
you
don't know
said in the
about?
document. I thought you said, "Do I remember it?" Yeah, I'm like, no, 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 no,
No,
no. I
no.
remember that. Yeah, yeah.
Well, we actually did go through a blackout too, but
Yeah, we did, but ours was a baby. That was what, like 12 years ago?
yeah, but
15, 12? Yeah,
this
that
one
one
was
was
not
big.
only no, that one was big because you also had a serial killer on the loose, and it was the summer.
No, 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 but the city was poor too, dude. The city was broke. That's what made it bad too. Not a lot of people had jobs. It was similar like to the COVID situation where a lot of people were unemployed. They didn't have anything to do, so when the power went out, dude, they looted everything. So you got to remember, everybody was corrupt. Everybody was hungry for money. That was like freaking, Robert De Niro Taxi Driver style New York City. I was in
Right?
friendly New York
Yeah,
City, man. That was crazy times back then.
yeah, those were
The
crazy times back then.
Warriors. That's like the Warriors
A
when
lot
they
of
had the
people don't.
vests
A
and
lot of
stuff.
people don't know about those times. And we're a bunch of millennials. That's our time. And it's like, how long does millennial stretch to? Like what, 2000?
I don't know, something like that. Yeah, 2000, whatever. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Those times are horrible. I feel bad for the people who had to grow up. A lot of people. The thing is, they romanticize it too. They're like, "Oh, Robert, if I was only around those times, taxi driver." It's like, dude, if you were around those times, you'd probably be mugged, raped, and robbed in that order.
No, no. It was dangerous, but it wasn't. It was dangerous for sure.
It was definitely dangerous. Speaking of which, what's worse? What's worse? What if I was to say to you, "Yo, Zelly, I just got mugged," or if I came up to you, I'd say, "Yo, Zelly, I just got robbed." What would your reaction be? I wonder. I wish I could do like a study. If somebody runs up, I just got mugged, or somebody's like, dude, I just got robbed.
We go chase those. We chase them down.
No, no, no. But I'm saying, what sounds worse? If I come up to you and I'm like, dude, I got mugged, or I come up to you, I'm like, dude, I got robbed.
Depends on the situation, how you came
Not
out.
just like that. I just said it like that. It's same exact situation except I got mugged
Same,
or I
just
got robbed.
that.
What's worse, mugged or
Probably
robbed?
robbed.
Right? Mug
Because
sounds
not
like
only
a friendly one almost. Like it's like a night, like a British thing. I was mugged. What the hell?
nah, it depends on the tonation, how you say it.
Tonation's the
I could
same.
hear like,
Everything's the
you
same.
know,
Just I got mugged. I
like
got robbed.
look at this mug, you see.
No, no. I got mugged. Not look at your mug. I got mugged.
I know, mugged. I got
Yeah.
mugged.
Dude, what are you doing with your camera? Why is your camera jumping around?
Oh, sorry, that's my
Jesus.
head jumping around.
Oh shit. No, it's all good. I got it back. Yeah. Yeah, but dude, New York was crazy back then. Dude, people were getting killed, murdered. Dude, the mob, they just kept dropping bodies all over New York. You know, and it's
Yep,
crazy how, like we said, it got shut down. You said with one law, Giuliani came in and that's it. He put it, shut the whole
yeah,
thing down.
yep. And that Rico's a motherfucker.
Who's Rico?
It's a law.
So what was the law exactly? What did it do?
It's racketeering. I don't know what the I's influence. I think the I's influencing or something. Corrupt Organizations Act,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's basically like if they got you saying that you're part of an organization and you're doing
Oh,
shit,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember now. Yep. Sammy the Bull
it's
talked about it, dude.
it's because like it's like in order to be charged with RICO,
Mm-hmm.
you have to be a part of something illegal.
Yeah. And not only
First
that,
off,
yeah, and not only that, dude, they said that also. I guess maybe it is because of Rico, because they started giving guys way harder times. Because they said back in the day, said, well, we used to give guys like 1 to 5 years. Nobody would snitch. Everybody'd be like, I don't know nothing. Because they're like,
and it's a federal law,
after
by
I
the
get
way.
out from 1 to 5 years, it's, you know what I mean? 1 to 5 years, it's like nothing. But then when they said they upped the times,
It's a
when
federal.
they started giving them like 5, 10, 15, 20 years, he's
Nah,
like, that's when everybody started squealing too.
you know how RICO fucks everyone. That conspiracy, if they could tie you to it,
Mm-hmm.
25 to life.
Oh,
You
that
could
doesn't
get
sound too good.
25 to life. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when I
Let's see
was,
if there's like any
was,
lesser RICO charges.
I remember when I
But
was growing up in Bensonhurst, they had so many cafes that were shut down for like illegal gambling. It was like the last holdouts of the, like I guess, wise guys or whatever. But, but by the time I was like in high school, all of them moved out of it. All the Italians fled. They fled to Staten
yeah,
Island or Jersey. But I remember still in junior high school, there were still like some, like Joe
yeah,
Pesci's walking the streets and stuff, like
that
wannabes.
that corrupt organizations act and everything, man. That screwed them big time. Because then it probably turned a lot of them. Because 25 to life is different than like 5, 10 years.
Yo, what about you? Did you see? Because I grew up in Bensonhurst, but you grew up in Coney Island and you were like in Brighton Beach. Do you remember seeing any like Russian mob guys or anything when you were growing up? Or was it mostly like
Nah,
hush hush underground and stuff like that?
nah, I wasn't around Russian mafia.
No, I didn't see any.
Nah.
Yeah, because they got shut down the same.
Yeah, yeah. They were more, they were more crazy. They were more brazen about it, and that shut them down quick too.
Yeah. But the thing is, yeah, John Gotti was an idiot. They said everybody said like, dude, this guy had like the loudest mouth.
They called him the Teflon Don. You know
Yeah,
why?
yeah, because he would intimidate all the witnesses. Nothing would stick to him.
Nothing sticks.
Yeah.
Nothing sticks to
Except the
Teflon.
end. Except when freaking Sammy the Bull decides to cooperate. Because dude, when they
Right?
were, yeah, because he made it seem like John Gotti was making it seem like he was gonna get Sammy the Bull to take the whole rap for him, because on the tapes he never admits to any murders, and he makes it seem like Sammy the Bull's the crazy dude who's running around whacking people, and he's making it seem like he can't control him. No, if you listen to the tapes and if you
Right.
listen to the audiobook, that's exactly what he was doing. And then Sammy the Bull's like, listen, if John wasn't freaking acting like a scumbag, he's like, I would have taken all those years like a man. But he said when he was coming up and saying stuff like, what will my people think of me if I act this certain way? And he's like, what people are you talking about? Like, dude, we have to lay low. What are you talking about? He's like, the crowd, the people, the lights, the cameras. He's like, this guy was so obsessed with how he looked. That's all he cared about. He was like an egomaniac.
Right. He was an egomaniac. Yeah.
And Sammy the Bull
And
was.
that's
Everybody said, listen, everybody who's anybody, they were saying Sammy Gravano was all about the actual lifestyle and being a real mobster. You know, laying low, doing mob stuff, living the life.
well, I don't know what that case ended up.
It's really
Wow.
interesting. You should really read that audiobook.
Yeah, I gotta
Listen to
gotta read up on it again.
hmm Oh, what about this
There's
other
another
guy? There
one.
was a guy. Did you hear about this other hitman? Crazy, what sick. They should make a movie. It's called Karate Tommy. It's this other dude who's a crazy, like a hitman serial killer. He had a voice like Mickey Mouse. They said, because something
Really?
happened. Yeah, but that's why he
Holy
became. That's why he.
fuck,
No,
that
no,
is
no.
the
But
worst combination. Imagine getting killed by Mickey Mouse.
no, but no. But that's
You're gonna get it now.
no. But that's exactly why he became a serial killer, because of his voice. Because he was always teased and made
Oh
fun
my
of his
fucking
whole
god,
life.
that is the worst.
And he couldn't do anything about having a Mickey Mouse voice. So his name is Karate Tommy, and I think he was in the Banana crime family or something like that. He was he also grew up in
You're gonna get it now.
Bensonhurst. He also grew up in Bensonhurst. He killed like 30, 40 people. And the book that they have, also, they have a free audio book on YouTube with him. It's amazing. They follow.
Is he still
They
around?
follow his. I think yeah, he's still in jail. They follow
Still in
his
jail?
life. Yeah, they follow his
I'm
life,
nobody.
and
I'm
they
not even.
follow the cop who ended up getting him, who ended up catching him. So it's really interesting. So it's like the stories split in two. One chapter deals with the guy, and the other one deals with the cop and the chase, and it's amazing. Like I love those old stories about, especially about the old neighborhood, Bensonhurst, about like before I grew up in it. You know, like all the mob stories. It's so fun to listen to how the neighborhood
yeah.
was and stuff. Cause I like history and everything. You know.
Yeah, my history is more like Bloods and Crips, Coney Island,
Yeah.
and then Russian Mafia of like Brighton Beach.
Mhm.
But I would say, I would remember vividly more Crips and Bloods influence than Russian mob.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, for us, it was like small time gangs.
That's how it was back then.
For us, it
in
was
the
small
90s.
time gangs. It was like ABB, Albanians. It was Albanians and some Italians still left, but I mean the bigger gangs were like in like Sunset Park, like the Latin Kings. But like you had
Right.
HDD, which was like hoodlums doing damage, was an Italian gang. Then you had Albanian gangs. You had two Albanian gangs. One was ABB, one was ABI, and then you had K Mob in Staten Island. And I think
Right.
K Mob in the Bronx too, because they have a big Albanian population there too. So,
Well,
but these are like small time gangs, you know, nothing organized or really big.
right. I mean, you know, the crazy thing is, like, how organized is the mob, though? They're pretty organized.
Yeah.
They could get you. And you just gotta be good at hiding. Gotta be in that witness protection program they offer.
Oh yeah. Well, nah, dude, the whole thing is over now. Like I said, they said like after people started getting like 15, 20, 25 years to, you know what I mean?
25 to life, bro.
Yeah,
the rest of their life, they're in jail.
Unless you cooperate, people are like, yo, I'm like, dude, I'm not spending my life in jail. Back when it was like you're gonna get a year, 5 years tops, like whatever, I'll do the time. I'm not a snitch. But when it's like they're like, yo, you're going away for life. What do you want to do? Ooh. Oh, what do you want to do, Zelly?
Shit, man.
You gonna squeal? Gonna squeal? You want some cheese, you rat bastard?
You
Want
see,
some cheese pizza right there?
there's the thing. I don't get involved in that shit. Simple as that.
Yeah, but it's
Ain't
awesome to
nothing.
like talk about and stuff. I don't know. I like it. It's
Oh
interesting.
hell yeah. That's
Hell yeah.
that's the thing. Taboo shit. For some reason, people always love talking about taboo shit.
Dude, what about that guy in Long Island, the Long Island serial killer? Dude, who the hell is that guy? There was some freaking guy who chopped up like 20 bodies. He put them in burlap sacks and he threw them by Gilgo Beach. Like, dude, think about it. Like right now, me and you are doing a podcast. There's some dude, I guarantee you, in America, there's some dude somewhere. Instead of him doing a podcast, what he's doing, he's driving in his car. He's like, all right, I'm gonna find somebody to chop up in my car. That's what he does for fun. Me and you are talking to this other guy. This guy's version of fun is freaking getting a body, strangling them, chopping them up, and then dumping them somewhere. That's his Friday night.
Uh, I think you had those cases, and like probably once in a while you have one of them. Like there are probably a ton of murder cases going on.
Oh hell yeah! They said that right now in America. I think they said that there's up to 30 active serial killers. They think right now.
What?
Yup.
Wow.
At any
Any
time
in New
right
York
now.
City?
Dude, I'm sure.
There's
Dude,
probably a few in New York City.
Dude, think
What?
about how easy. Think about how easy it would be to kill these homeless people if you wanted to. Richard Kuklinski was doing that. He was doing that. He was killing bums as training. He said he would come in, he'd freaking shoot them, kill them, poison them. He said he was testing out the cyanide poison. That's the crazy thing. He got really
There you
good with
go.
cyanide. He
Desensitizing.
said
That
he said with
that's also
cyanide,
desensitizing.
he said you could put it on your skin even if you put some droplets on your skin and it permeates your skin, you can die from it. So he said
Yeah.
he would come up to a homeless guy and be like, "Hey, are you hungry? Here's a cheeseburger." Boom, just wiping them out just for fun, and then he'd watch them die. He did that to some guy in a restaurant. He had a job. He said he was laughing about this sick bastard's laughing about it. He sat down at a restaurant similar to this. Me and you were sitting.
Yes.
You get up right now. You get up. You go to the bathroom. I take out some cyanide. I throw it on that little cheeseburger right there. Look, in your drink. Just throw a little bit of cyanide. Then he said
Right.
when you came back from the
You wouldn't
bathroom,
even see it.
he watched the guy eat it, and then he said I put enough cyanide to kill an elephant, and the guy still didn't die. Said he couldn't believe it, so he kept putting more in, and then eventually the dude died.
Jesus Christ. He probably had probably some metabolism shit. Because cyanide's a quick killer.
Oh, you know what else he did,
Listen,
dude?
you know what the craziest thing is? It works the same way as nicotine. When you inhale nicotine
Yeah.
chemically, it works the same way. It rushes into your blood cell before oxygen can.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it fucks up your blood.
Yeah.
So and cyanide does the same shit, but it gets absorbed quicker, so it's at a quicker rate.
Right. What was I gonna say? Oh, you know what he did to another guy, dude? This was a sick one. So this sick bastard, he says he gets a body. I think it might have been this guy at the restaurant or somebody else. He said he drags this guy somewhere where he's dead. He puts him in a freaking bin, in like those drums, those metal drums. He puts the body in a metal drum, right? And he leaves the cover on it, and then he leaves that body. And he said like a week goes by, and like nothing happened to the drum yet or anything. And he says he comes back one day and the drum was just gone. He said somebody. It's not that they even discovered the drum, but somebody actually took the drum and like got rid of it for him. He says he doesn't know if it was like who the hell took it or where it went, but he said there was a body in there, and then he said it was just gone.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ,
nuts.
man. Some crazy shit. They did some crazy ass shit.
Hell yeah. What about that guy? What the hell's his name? Ted Bundy. That guy was a psycho, man. You see any interviews with Ted Bundy? It was.
Yo, you ever seen that movie Mindhunt? No, it's not a movie. It's a Netflix show.
I think
Shout
I,
out
s-
to
I think
Netflix, I guess.
they're not
Mindhunt.
sponsoring this podcast. Please don't give shout outs to them. Thank you.
Oh yeah, nah.
We're sponsored by Bud Light, the perfect beer
Bud
for
Light.
the perfect beer for whatever happens. Also, wait, I saw a couple episodes of it. Yeah, I saw it deals with it. What about that dude, John Wayne Gacy, who dressed up like a clown? He'd lure like young kids, young boys, to his basement to help him do construction work, and then he'd be like, "Yo, oh, let me show you this trick." He'd take out a pair of handcuffs. He'd put his hands on the handcuffs. He's like, look at this. And then he'd take them off. He's like, "Now you try it." And the kid's like, "All right, this is stupid." He's like, "All right, here, I'm putting on the handcuffs." He puts them on. And once the kid puts on the handcuffs, he's like, "All right, wait, how do I take these things off now?" Boom, that's it. He got him. He said
Yep.
once the handcuffs went on, John Wayne Gacy would look up slowly. His eyes would pop. He'd smile. Then they said he'd hang up the people on like the pole in the room. He'd blow them and then strangle them.
Wow, this
He'd blow them.
guy's.
He'd blow them and then strangle them. And fucking, there was like 30 bodies.
What the hell? Did he have like mommy issues or something? Like
Dude, he's just a
anything with the
fucking psycho.
family that
Dude, I
maybe he
don't.
was abused?
Oh, most likely, yeah. He was probably abused. I think his dad was like an alcoholic, abusive guy. You know which guy wasn't bad? That's the funny thing. You saw his parents cared. The the um, the necrophile. What was his name?
The necrophile? Are you talking about Dahmer?
Yep, Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, his parents. They did an interview with his parents. I saw the whole thing. His parents were like, dude. His parents wanted to do everything they could to help him. They said the kid was just nuts. And Dahmer admitted, he said, "Dude, I had a wonderful childhood. My parents were
Right,
amazing and
yeah.
stuff." But I think
Dahmer is a interesting case because like
super
he
smart
grew
guy
up normal.
and super smart
A
dude.
lot of them actually have high IQs, believe it or
Mhm.
not. The co-ed killer had an IQ of like at least 140.
Hold on a second. What was that?
Tech support's closed.
Tech support is closing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I just had the tech support's leaving the building. Thank you, sir. Go ahead. Yeah. So the co-ed killer, who's that? Hold on one sec. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Ed
Can
Kemper,
you start talking about it? I'll be right back 1 second.
the co-ed killer.
Yeah,
Ed
start talking about it.
Kemper.
I'll be right back 1 second.
Yeah, he was
1
a
second.
psycho nut. But you'd speak to him like, if you watch like Mayan Hunters and all this, he has a way of articulating himself. Very, he's an intelligent person, but like he was just abused by his mom. Like that just sucks. Just something went wrong psychologically. And I think the bigger thing with that is to focus on mental health. Because that dude, even with the high IQ, I don't give a shit. That dude had to have something. I don't know what the fuck it was, but he had to have something. So, I think we need to really take a look at mental health and not have it be such taboo or frowned upon. Some
Sorry
serious
about that.
shit. And it happens.
Sorry about
Shit
that.
happens in life. So much fucking shit happens in life that I've seen.
What the fuck did I walk into? What the hell did I just walk into? We give a motivational speech? What the hell are we doing? We flash your dick to my audience. You flashed your cock to my audience? What's wrong with you?
I don't know, man. Like, I'm sorry.
Wait, what? Don't thought it was joking. What are you talking about? What happened? Wait, what?
I'm still a little high.
Dude, wait.
If I really focused.
Wait, were you talking about the co-ed killer? What the hell were we doing?
Yeah, the co-ed killer. So, his name was Ed Kemper. He had an IQ of like 140. Look it up.
I
This guy was
remember.
fucking huge.
6'9", 480.
Yeah, dude. Jonas, I'd even be afraid for you if you ran into this dude. Like, if he was like killing people like that.
6'9", 480.
Was he killing dudes or?
No, he was killing like small little girls, I think. Not girls, but I mean like Small
Like
brown
university
hairs.
chicks.
Was he killing brown hair girl? He had like, you know what I mean? All of these guys, they got like a thing. It's like either like a blonde, a brunette, or something. I think for him it was like short brunettes or something. Well, I mean, anybody compared to him was
Probably,
short, but
probably something in the style of his mother's, I would assume, because he had a lot of issues with her. And
yeah.
like, if you hear the story, what he did with her, it's just disgusting.
What did he do with
Takes
her?
Well, not only did he kill her,
His mom?
yeah, he killed her. Yeah, he killed her. And you know, on that show, Mind Hunters, he
Mm-hmm.
was they actually used the real tapes.
Oh,
You know,
that's
they have
cool.
the Hollywood
Smart.
stuff, but like the real interviews, like it's word for word supposedly what
Mm-hmm.
they were saying, because that's documented. And yeah, man, like this dude had such a high IQ. He was abused by his mom, and like he would tell these stories, insane stories. Like he would basically decapitate girls and dig fucking holes in his backyard and fucking have them staring at his mom, like some shit like that. And when he
Holy
killed his
shit.
mom, he fucking decapitated her, and uh, he soil. Well, not soil. What's the? I don't know what the word is, but he did something to her head.
What the fuck did he do to her head?
Mm, I remember the story from it. It's the craziest fucking shit. So he goes to, I think it was on Netflix. This is how I'm remembering it. You know, he goes to the guys. He goes, one day him and his mom get into a fight because she can't get laid because of him, you know, and like she's abusing him. And he basically kills her, chops off her head, sticks his member in her, and says, "There, now you've had sex." Crazy dude. He was he was so he was he had such a high IQ that the police didn't even believe him when he admitted to killings.
No, no,
They
no,
didn't
no.
even.
Isn't it true? Isn't it true? I thought, because I didn't see the show, but I saw a documentary on him. I thought that they didn't believe him because this son of a bitch, what he would do is he would hang out at the bar with the cops, where
Yes.
the cops were.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when
Yeah.
the cops came to pull him over or something, he admitted it when they pulled him over, but they knew him, so they're like, what? Because they knew
Yeah.
him,
They're like
so they
they
didn't
were
believe. They're
probably
like, dude,
like,
what
this
that? Because they
guy's
know,
drunk. We're gonna take him home.
cause he would be hanging out at the bar with everybody. He was like a likable guy. And he's like, no, yeah. He's like, yeah, I
Right.
killed him. And they pulled him over for something stupid. They found like a gun on him. And all they were asking him was something like, oh, whose gun is this? And they weren't even like mad at him. If they said it would have been like nothing. They're just like, what is this? This is a gun? And then he's like, I used the gun to kill my. And they're like, what the fuck? They're like, no, dude, I didn't even want to know that information. They're like, no, they're like, just like, where's this gun from? He's like, no, I
Well,
used the
he
gun, I
just
killed my.
gave.
And they're like, what the fuck, dude? He just admitted to everything.
Right. That's the crazy part. He wanted to go in because I think he knew at the end of the day his sickness was never going away.
Yeah. Sick
So
fucking
he
guy.
did. So he did the only thing, you know, the only thing he knew what to do. I guess the only thing he could do, right? Turn
Which is,
yourself in. That's what he did, right? He turned himself in.
Jesus.
No, nobody else did, right?
I don't think so.
But he did.
This guy's sick.
He is. He is. It's just a crapshoot growing up with a sick mother and then, like, kid becomes sick. It's just like, whoa, dude. Like, holy fuck.
It's absolutely fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, it's dumbfounding. I can't even imagine.
Who are you tearing up on me?
No.
No, I'm joking.
No check. Do I have a lazy eye? No, I don't.
Yeah, we all do. Everyone's tired.
A little bit, right?
Hell yeah, man. Dude. And there's so many sick bastards out there.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're not one of them. I'll tell you that much.
Nah. I'm a different kind of sick bastard.
If you were a
Like,
serial
but
killer, hold on. If you were a serial killer,
I'm
would you
not.
tell me?
I'm not.
If you were a serial killer, would you tell me?
That's a crazy question to ask.
What? Dude, what the hell? I can't ask you. If you were a serial killer, you think you'd tell me or no?
That's the thing. You know, I don't have that mindset, so I don't know.
Hell
I
no,
don't
dude.
know
What
how
the
to
hell,
answer
dude? If
that.
I was a serial killer, of course I wouldn't tell anybody. That's so stupid. If I told you, I'd be in jail.
Right. Well, you know.
I probably wouldn't. Dude, if I had that mentality to tell people I was going to be a serial killer, I probably wouldn't even get to be a serial killer. Did you see this guy?
Right.
They posted a video actually on TikTok or something. Some moron was live streaming after he shot and killed some guy. He admits to it on camera, and then the cops catch him and they use the fucking video to like convict him and put him in jail for life. He admitted, he's like, yo, I shot this motherfucker, this and that. Like, admitting it on live stream. He's like, I taught him a lesson, I shot
Somebody.
it. And he admitted everything on it. He's like, I'm like, dude, what the hell? You just threw your life away.
Some
Nah, he
people
probably
still
would.
following
He
like.
probably would have gotten caught anyway. But I mean, damn. Talk about a
Some people
fucking moron.
following. Some people still following Takashi from before he got popped. You know
I
how
don't know
crazy he was
anything
doing
about
that
him.
shit.
I know who he is, but I don't know like, you know what I mean. I don't follow like the whole hip hop scene or whatever.
He also got hit with the Rico, but he snitched.
And he's still popular.
Turned him.
Look, times have
I
changed.
think it was Rico. What?
Times have changed. Look, and he's still popular even though he snitched.
His album sales didn't do too good.
No.
From what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
But his like, you know, I listened to a few of his songs, so.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
But like, yeah. I don't go thinking like that whole situation's fucked, you know? You don't go into that. That's why you don't get involved in that life.
Dude, what? Who gives a shit? This guy's a multi-millionaire. Why he gives a shit? Get the hell out of here. You think he cares if he snitches or anything? He has millions of dollars.
That is true,
his album
but
sales might not be due.
He's also spending that shit on security up the ass. He refused federal protection, so if his career sinks, he's gonna have to move out of the fucking country or fucking. He'd have to get out of state for sure.
I don't know, dude. A lot of these rappers, they just blab about BS stuff that they never did. Because think about it, that's their whole persona. When's the last time
Actually,
did you ever
not
hear?
exactly.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Not exactly.
Did you ever
not
hear
exactly.
like of a rap? Hold on. Did you ever hear like of a rap artist, a rap song, singing about just like some guy being broke, poor, and not giving a crap? Hell no. They're all making up their lifestyle. It's all fake, phony, and showing off. You know what I mean?
Not always.
No, but I'm saying a lot of it is though. You know what I mean? That's the
Some
persona, though. You know what I mean?
Yes,
there are.
Do you remember the Lincoln Lunch days? And like,
I went to New Utrecht. I was a Bensonhurst.
What?
I never went to Lincoln, dude. I went to New Utrecht and Bensonhurst.
Oh, they used to have rap battles in the lunchrooms.
Oh my God, you poor bastards.
Yo, I mean, like, I don't know. I listen to it sometimes, but like, you know, when I wanted to be funny, I was funny, you know. But
wait, so were you a rapper too?
Nah, not really. I just did it a couple times just to like.
If I put a beat on for you, would you rap for us? Would you rap for
Maybe
us
on the next podcast.
All right, cool.
Gotta leave them wanting for more, you know.
Sure. The musical guests.
What
are you drinking there? Water?
Who's
that water?
Ginger ale.
Oh, because I was gonna say, dude, if that's water, that looks like some dirty ass water. I'm like, yo, you gotta check your fucking pipes, man. I
No,
was like, dude,
our water
dude, no,
here.
because you know how the water is upstate. It's like hardy as shit over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
I
my
don't even
god,
give my
oh my
fish
god,
this
dude,
water.
you look so fucking high.
Actually,
It's
I don't even
awesome.
give my fish this water. You know, I give him special beta water that's already been dechlorinated.
Wait, let me see that fish again.
That's the beta water.
You have to, yeah, yeah. I do the same thing. No, no, no. But
But
what I do. Listen, listen.
but
What I
if I
do
was
is,
living, but if I wasn't upstate, I would actually be using. I would be using this right here. This is what you use. This is what you use
yup,
underwater before you put it
exactly.
in with the fish.
That's exactly what I use. Yep, that's exactly. Let me see that fish. Let me see how cool it looks again. Show us the fish. Let me see.
Let's see.
Where's that
Oh,
fish?
he's
There
up
you go.
front too. Look, I think maybe he'll follow.
Dude, what's
Nah,
his
he's
name?
like nah.
What's his name?
uh,
Mr. Fish?
my nephew named him Angel, so I'm gonna keep it to that. He named it.
Angel.
I wanted to name him something else, but whatever.
What, were you gonna give
You
him a
got to
nice
name
Jewish
him.
name or what?
Nah. Imagine have a nice fishy.
That fish looks sick. Oh shit.
Yo, this fish is gonna be brolic at the end. Look at him, just chilling there.
Why don't you get him some friends?
um, there's a rule with the tank.
Mm-hmm.
3 gallons is good enough for this one fish.
You know what you could do? You could
I
put
have
another.
this tank.
Listen, you could put another beta in
I
there.
have this tank. I have this tank as a travel tank. This is a travel tank that I use. I only use it as a travel tank because you know, nobody's gonna be lifting 3 gallons of filled water
Oh hell no.
that doesn't even have like a hard roof. You know,
Right.
not sturdy enough. You're gonna be spilling water everywhere. This you can actually travel with. So when I need to travel with him, you know, but then I need to fuck with the aquarium and make sure he can live in it each time. Gotta fuck with these aquariums, make sure they're ecosystems.
Yo, you know, be fucking sick, dude. You know what I always wanted to do? Dude, how cool would it be to have like a saltwater tank, but like a mini one? With like, dude, like a small one that size, that'd be so sick.
You could if you get the right fish.
Yeah, yeah, but you know what I heard? It's like real. It's actually some people were saying it's actually harder to have a small saltwater tank than a big saltwater tank because the small one, like anything that goes wrong, it's gonna. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense because it's so small. You have to have everything dialed in precise. With a big one, you have more room. You have
Yeah,
you have more
you need
water, so with having more water, you have more room to play with like the levels. It takes longer for like if something goes bad, it takes longer for it to change because it's a larger larger volume of water.
so this is my beta emergency, like just in case he is sick. I got him beta fix, which deals with like practically everything from fin rot to like just deals with everything, man. Great thing. This thing I hadn't had to fuck with, but it's an ammonia neutralizer.
Oh yeah, yeah, I have the same thing.
Yep. So you
That's
know
for
about
the
the
dirty
nitrogen
shit. That's for the
cycle.
dirty shit. Yeah, yeah, that's for the poo.
No. You could just clean the tank.
No,
I
no, no,
just
dude,
do
listen,
that.
listen, 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 mate, listen, mate. You know what you can do? Dude, what you can do is buy, this is what you should do. I did it with my fish, but my fish got so big, they ate all of it. You buy a bunch of snails. If you buy small snails, it's an ecosystem. Buy a couple of plants and some snails, your shit's gonna be its own ecosystem. Listen to me, scumbag. You buy plants, so you have the greens, and then you buy the snails. The snails eat the poo, and the plants provide, you know, just
Right.
keeps the water clean, so it's like a fresh ecosystem. And I had
And
it
it'll
at
keep
one
the
point.
oxygen.
Yeah, yeah, I had it at one point set to where I didn't have to change the water at all, and the water was perfect. But that's when the snails were
Right.
still alive. I even
But
had,
you
dude,
still
at one point, I had some fish die And the next day the fish was gone because the snails ate the fish. I had hundreds of snails, like small ones. It was amazing.
Wow.
They ate the body. They cleaned it up like nothing happened.
Probably the fish died, and they just said, "Fuck it, it's a dead thing
Well,
now."
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That would say, but you can do it because you only have the one beta, and it'll be a lot nicer in your tank. I think if you plan.
Well, here's the thing. I have to sometimes take them out of the tank, put them in the travel tank. Now I have to put snails in there too.
No, you could leave the snails. The snails don't need anything. The snails
They
don't need
could,
anything. You have the plants. They can
but
eat
I
the
have to
plants.
travel with the tank. I have
And
to take the plants out. I'd have to take because
no,
I'd
you
have to
can
take
leave
the
the
water
plants.
out.
Why just leave it? Because the snails are there. The snails will keep the water clean. That's what I'm saying. If it's
Yeah, but like when I have to travel, right? Like I'm here temporarily. Let's say I go somewhere
for how long would you
for a
leave?
month.
Like a month?
Yeah,
You should be
for even
able
over a month.
you should be able to be fine if you leave the snails with the plant. If you only have a few snails, they should be able to keep the water clean. That's what I'm telling you. Because they eat the algae
Yeah,
and
but what
everything.
the hell is the fish gonna eat? Who's gonna feed the fish?
No, you take the fish, but you leave the snails in the plant. You take the water, you put it in the travel container. You only take that one fish, man.
Nah, I don't do it like that. But don't worry, this water don't go to waste. I'll use it.
Well, you
I'll
gonna wash
use
your
it.
ass with it?
No,
Yo, imagine
I'll
in a
use
survival.
forest.
Yo,
Yo,
holy
can you
shit, bro.
use?
Dude,
Let me ask you. Can you
dude.
can you use the aquarium water to water plants? Like if you have no
Yeah,
use for the aquarium water.
hell yeah.
Like
Of
yeah, because I
course.
don't want to waste water.
Of course, but I would only use it for outside plants. I would not do it in inside because that water stinks. You don't want stinky ass aquarium
No.
water.
I'm saying like you need to dump your water and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, outside, hell yeah, but I would not dump it in like inside plants because you don't want stinky ass aquarium water.
No, hell
Hell's,
no.
yeah, hell
That
yeah.
shit has ammonia,
Yeah.
nitrates.
Dude, one guy was so desperate. I remember he used to use it to wash his dishes. It was disgusting. When we'd sit down to eat, you could taste the aquarium. Like he used the freaking aquarium water, yeah,
Aquarium water to
to
wash
wash
his what?
dishes. Cause he was like, yeah, he's like, I'm not gonna waste it. It's disgusting.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, it was horrible. Yo, dude, you know what I was thinking? What would you do? Dude, I don't even know if I want to say it. It's gonna scare you. Should I tell you?
Give me a heart attack right
Alright.
now.
Dude, imagine we're sitting up here right now, the power goes out. You find out on the news that a bomb went off. New York just lost, New York City got bombed, and like the whole East Coast lost its electricity, and you lose your power. What do? What's the first thing you do? And the city's gone. From what you know, New York City's gone, and the power's cut out. There's no power, but that's the last thing you heard. They're like, we're under attack, and the lights go out, everything turns off. Holy shit. What's the first
I'm
thing you would
taking
do?
my family and heading west.
First
West
thing
towards
I would do, you
Colorado.
know what I would do? I would
Mm.
fucking turn on the cold water in the bathtub, start filling up as much water as I can everywhere, and probably run to a supermarket, try to lock up, get guns, and then come back to your place and just like sit with a bunch of guns, a bunch of ammo, water, and food and try to wait it out.
Bel- Believe it or not, there's a group of vets that actually like just in case some shit like this was to happen.
Mm-hmm.
They're not in the service anymore.
Uh-huh.
So like just in case some shit was to happen, they collaborate with each other.
Where?
My friend,
Wait, what are you talking about?
my
Where
friend,
are they here?
yeah, in America. Like
Oh, yeah.
if some shit was to happen in America, they would have guns, they would have a place, they would have everything. They would
Yeah,
be able
of
to
course they would.
communicate with
Yeah,
each other.
for themselves. Yeah, of course.
But I mean, like,
Well, it's like a militia, but
if
they already have that. It's like called like a militia. They don't respect the government. They have their own thing. They don't want to pay taxes. They don't want to follow the rules. They're like, yo, F off. We're Americans, and you know what I mean? We do what we want.
uh, I mean, all I know is they want to bear arms. They want to protect us. Like if some shit was like that was to happen. Like if we knew who the enemy was. If it's like the Communist Party of China. They're not gonna try to shoot us.
No, obviously they wouldn't. But what would you do? What would you do? You'd grab your family and you're heading out west. What's out west? How do you know the west is safer? You're going closer to China, my friend. You're
I'm going
crazy.
closer
So
to
think about it.
Colorado,
Think
Area
about it. But
51,
by going
the
there, yeah,
the
you got aliens.
mountains.
You're going to fucking
Very
aliens now.
protected place.
Hell no, now you're
Very.
going to Area 51. You got aliens over there,
No,
and you
I
got
think they have.
China.
I think they have a. I think they have a bunker in case of anything in Colorado mountains.
Yeah, but are they gonna let you into that bunker?
If they need me, if I say I'll take a gun and I'll work for them, why wouldn't they take me?
Hold on, you're gonna. All right, so you come here with your family. They look at you. You look high as fuck. You're like this. You guys need me? Area 51. They're like, I thought you'd never ask. You're like this. You're like, you got it. They're like, we only have 200 open spots. This place costs $100 billion. The America's under attack. We never thought you'd volunteer. Thank you, Zelly. You're like, thank you guys. What do you guys need me to do? They're like, can you smoke weed? Yes. Just come in there. Like, what? What the fuck you talking? What would they need you to do out there? Well, wait. First of all, what would you do? Wait, I guess they. You know what I mean? You could be. Dude,
I would.
I do
I
custodial
would
work.
probably
I would be a
if
janitor. Yo, listen. I was telling some.
I would do computer work. Thank God. Thank God I know like computer shit. I could do that. But if I have to do something for them, they'd probably put me in a very dangerous job. Something. No, actually, no. Would they? I'm small enough to get through
Cleaning
small
fucking yo,
places.
they put you fucking cleaning toilets on Taco Tuesday. That's a
No,
dangerous job, bro.
you want to hear something crazy? You remember Vietnam? Like, mm, you remember the Vietnam War, right? You know what they did with the smaller soldiers?
Yeah, I heard about. Dude, hold on. Are you subscribed to the same dude, the Unknown Five?
Nah.
Fuck, dude, he does this thing where he talks about like unknown things. Well, regardless, what you talking about? They would send them into those fucking rat holes where the guys were hiding out.
Right.
That was sick.
They would have the most dangerous jobs. You don't know what you're going into.
You know what was a horrible job they set for back in the fucking from the style I'm dressed, gangs of New York, early 1900s. Dude, the little kids that they would use, orphans and stuff, as chimney sweepers. They would send them in. They said, dude, those kids
Wow.
lived for like 4 or 5 years. That's it. 4 or 5 years. You died in 4 or 5 years because you'd go in. Sometimes they said the chimney, the fireplace was burning because they couldn't afford to put it out to clean it. So they said the kids were going there. Sometimes they'd fucking burn alive, and all the crap that they would inhale while cleaning it, they'd be dead in like 4 or 5 years. Crazy. Dude, life. Dude,
Yeah, they get the
I was
black
talking to
lung.
Arthur. Dude, I was talking with Arthur. Dude, no matter how hard we think our life is, dude, compared to the history before, dude, we are so freaking lucky. Our life is so easy. Do you know how crazy life
We're
is
so
back?
blessed right now.
Dude,
But, if things were to turn worse where people really were like fighting for survival and not
oh
toilet
yeah.
paper, shit could get worse. Shit could get real, real quick. Right?
Oh,
We,
absolutely. Listen. Dude, there's places right now on planet Earth in this day and age, people are still getting killed for being witches and witchcraft in Africa. They're still killing people for being witches. They're
oh, for
chopping
sure.
heads off, fucking witchcraft. So I mean, dude, there's barbarians still out there. People think like, can you believe people used to burn the witches? I'm like, dude, they fucking did that last week on Tuesday in Africa. Like the fuck you talking about? Like
Wow.
I'm like, but that's so stupid. But to me, that's such a stupid argument. They're like,
I
people used
know,
to
right? It's so
people.
fucked up.
They're so disconnected from it. They're like, people used
That's
to do this. I'm like, dude, they did
like,
that yesterday.
yo, that is such a fucking woman hating thing. Like, they would
Wait,
just
what?
hate on women. I don't know what for though.
Wait, non-women?
Well, think about it. Who was getting accused of witchcraft? Not dudes. Not that I know of. Always.
Really? I don't fucking know. You can't be a dude
Well,
witch?
I mean,
Wait, you can't be.
a dude
What the
witch would
hell's
be
a
a
dude
warlock.
witch?
A
Wait, you with it?
warlock.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds way
What?
cooler. Would you ever be? Yeah, warlock does sound cool.
No shit, bro. I'd be a warlock all day, bro. With them spells and shit.
Fuck.
Find the invincibility and vulnerability non-aging spell.
Hold
Fucking
on.
live good.
Alright, hold on. Hold on, I'm bringing it back. I'm reeling it back. Alright, look. The bomb went off. New York's fucking bombed. Everybody's scared. We're screaming, crying. You grab your car. You grab your family. You're like this. I'm fucking driving closer to China. I'm driving to fucking the aliens Area
well, well,
51. You pull up as soon
I
as you
have, I
listen,
have.
listen, listen. Wait, I didn't finish. You pull up to Area 51. You come out. The gates open. The military's pointing their guns. Who the fuck is this? Zelly's like this. Hey man, I'm just here with
Don't
my
worry.
family. I thought you guys need me to work. They're like, sir, we never thought you'd come. Please come in. We need somebody to fucking
Hey,
go through these spam emails. Sally's like, I'm
sometimes
your
they need
man.
the extra bodies.
But in
Oh, what
reality,
you
no,
gonna
no, 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 no. But dude,
what you gonna
think
do,
about it.
man?
All right, let's say fuck it. Okay, let's play it through then. You go there. They're like this. They're like, we're full. What do you do next? What's your next move? They're like, we're full. You can't come in. They're locked and loaded. What do you do?
They can't stop me from living around them. But
The fuck you do?
I mean, I
What?
got other places
Hold
I could
up,
go. I
hold
could
up.
go
Wait,
down
wait, wait.
south.
Wait. What the hell did that mean? That doesn't even mean anything. In
I could still live
Colorado.
around.
Yeah, but dude, they're in Colorado in the fucking mountains. Inside they have food, stuff. Outside it's like a desolate. You got like fucking bears and mountain lions out there, and that's about it. You can,
Yeah,
yeah,
but you also
sure, you can live
people
outside, but
stocked
there's
with
nothing
lots
there.
of. You also got a lot of Coloradans stocked with guns.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna fucking shoot you.
Me?
That's exactly, yeah, exactly. You're like,
Who?
cause the world is suffering. Everybody, dude, what are you talking about? Dude, think about it. The only shit you're gonna give a fuck is protecting you and your family. You're gonna tell me some stoner comes up. He's like this. He's like from New York. He knocks on your door. Hey man, can I have some food?
You don't
I'm
you
like,
don't get
dude,
the
you
logic.
get out. They're not gonna help you.
You're not getting the logic. You see, if the world was to go to shit, who knows if I would get it perfect? Who knows if I'd ever have it even slightly good?
No, no, no. But I'm
Whatever.
just saying. No, of
But
course.
the
But I'm just
point is
saying,
to
what would
try
you
to
try to do?
survive as long, right? So the best way to survive is to obviously go to people that have a group that are established, that's gonna defend, and
Hell
you
no.
know
I
you join
disagree.
them. You do
I
work
disagree. It's
for
too late.
them.
It's too late though, dude. No way you'd get. Cause there's no way you'd get in. It's like.
Dude, we have so many
I can't think of
guns.
an
We
analogy.
got so many guns and not enough bodies.
Dude, no,
Um,
but the place you're talking about that they have, they're gonna take in like the richest celebrities and most important people. You're gonna fucking. Hell no. Dude, the best would be, I don't know. Like usually the zombie movies, what do they do? Like if you're like in the army, usually they're pretty good. You know what I
well,
mean? It's fucking
first
time.
off, you wanna hear some shit? I think it, I think it was the French or the British. They fucking have this submarine that's out, and when COVID hit, this submarine was a nuclear submarine, and and was not in communication with the French government about that shit.
What
Like
year was this?
when COVID just came out,
Okay.
and their whole mission was, whatever their mission was, control those waters, whatever. They come back, they get off the sub and they found out about COVID, but obviously, shit gotta go, shit gotta carry on. I forget which country it was because it's either UK or France.
You said France before, but maybe.
I know,
Oh, whatever.
because I'm really leaning towards
Okay.
France, but
Whatever. Shit happens. Hell yeah,
yeah,
dude. I wonder what I would do. I don't know. I don't know what I would do, honestly. I think. Fuck. Dude, remember that movie Deep Impact? Like, that's a crazy movie. When the
oh
meteorite
yeah,
hit, those people got stuck in traffic. Dude, you better have a motorcycle or something like that. I don't know.
no, yeah, I'm fucked. I'm
No, you're not.
completely,
What, dude?
I'm
What?
completely fucked. I have a car.
No, but you're upstate. You're already away from the city. The people in the city are fucked. You know
Oh
what
yeah,
traffic
yeah,
would be like in the city? Dude, you'd be way better running. You can run
yeah. But
faster than
yeah,
walk.
but
The
that traffic would
traffic
come
would
up
be,
here quick too.
yeah, but I know, but I'm saying you'd have the chance.
Yeah,
You'd have the chance
but
to run wherever.
I don't think I'd be lucky enough to get that type of intel early bird and like make it out of there. But if I really got that shit early bird, like right then and there, like this is like how they had that. You ever heard of the fucking Hawaiian missile shit that went
Yeah,
off?
yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah.
how they had that? Imagine that shit went off on our phones. And like,
Holy
bruh,
crap.
what would you do? I'd be like, thank God I'm in New York State. Now I gotta travel as far away from the city as possible, whichever direction opposite.
Hell yeah.
Maybe Canada will take me in finally.
You'd have to run across the border, man. Right now, the borders are still locked down.
I, I'm pretty sure they would open it up in case of invasion because allies.
That's true. But then again, who knows
But
who's
then
the
again, you never
allies?
know.
Yeah, exactly.
You never ever know. You know what's crazy? You have people that don't even. You have enemies that don't even follow the Geneva Convention.
Yeah, of course.
So war crimes being committed.
All around the world, man.
Yeah, man. Especially China.
Russia
Oh,
too, dude. Look at that guy, Navatali. Fucking
no,
horrible.
Navalny.
Yeah, look at that guy. That guy's like getting fucking tortured. They're gonna kill him.
Dude, they
Oh, what
fucking.
about Belarus? What about Belarus? Look what they did to the fucking that blogger, dude. Dude, did you hear what happened with that guy?
No.
All right, so
I
this blogger was talking shit, and he was talking shit about the president of Belarus.
Lukashenko,
Yeah, and he was
who's been there
flying.
like
Listen, and he was
decades.
flying across Belarusian airspace. He was flying just over it. So when the president found intel that he's flying over it, he's like this, bring the plane down, say that they have a bomb on him. The two fucking fighter jets came next to the regular commercial airplane. They're like, you have a bomb on your plane. Land in our airport now or we will shoot you. They land. As soon as they land, there's no bomb on plane. They go inside, they arrest the guy. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's how.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. The guy wasn't even in the country. He was just flying over the airspace in a commercial plane filled with like 300 people. The president's like, bring that fucking plane down, say they got a missile. If not, blow them up. Like, what?
Right,
That's
because
some
usually,
crazy shit.
usually they would have agreements, with the routes. Those are kind of like pre-planned.
But that's why. Did you see what happened now? Nobody's flying over Belarus. Everybody is like, it's a mess in Europe. Nobody's
Oh,
flying over
dude, do you remember
Belarusian
when? Do you
airspace.
remember when the plane got shot down in Ukraine?
Horrible. By the Russians, yeah.
Like, yo, how the, yo, I would have been pissed at the plane company for flying me over Ukraine during wartime.
Hell yeah.
If I'll be honest with you, I
Dude,
don't
but
want to
the thing,
fly
but the
over.
thing is, like, I wouldn't tell you. But nobody expected it to be that bad. That's the crazy fucking part.
Well, I mean, like, it had to be a mistake made because I'm pretty sure like sides knew that there was Kiev obviously knew because they have control to air traffic, right?
Yeah.
But who knows if like the Russian side knew? You know what's
Well,
fucked up? You know
well,
what's
wait.
fucked
Didn't
up?
something happen? Didn't something happen in the Middle East like that too? Was like Iraq shot down a plane or something by accident? And they admitted it was by accident. They locked on. They shot down like an Iraqi plane by accident.
Oh no! It was Iran, and they shot down a Ukrainian plane.
Yeah, by accident. Yeah, yeah, because the missile locked on and they're like, oh shit.
Accident,
Yeah.
bro. They fucked up.
Big time.
They fucked up, and like obviously, like Ukraine, they didn't like what Iran did,
Yeah.
and they got a Jewish president, so you know that would make things even worse. So I don't know if they have good relations right now. I know Iran has good relations with fucking Russia and China.
Mm-hmm.
Notice how enemies are stacked up. And we got USA on the other side, standing for freedom, for what we believe in.
Yeah.
It's the craziest fucking shit, man. If World War III was to break out, I'd probably know like 85% of like who's on whose side.
Dude, you'd be fucking taken over by China, man. They'd probably China would probably take you in for fucking computer programming.
Nah,
Make
they
you
wouldn't
work for
want
them.
me.
Yeah, they would.
They wouldn't want me. Not brainwashed enough.
Oh my god, dude. That reminds me, at work, we had this fucking dude that was working with us. He was from China. He was so brainwashed, it was crazy.
Was he on a visa?
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Yeah, he was so
That's probably
freaking
why. It's
brainwashed,
not.
man.
You know what? I bet you. He probably didn't even. He probably didn't even show you his real side because he's probably too afraid. His
Yeah, you're
government
probably right,
watches
yeah.
everything.
Wait, what the hell, dude?
They,
How come I
they,
hear feedback? You got the audio in the back on the computer or something?
the only thing I got is the fan and
Oh,
the.
I heard like feedback or something. Sorry. My bad.
So, what was I talking about?
No, you're not too brainwashed. Yeah, you said that the guy wouldn't show his real side, and that makes sense because of course he's scared. But I remember we were telling him about the shit that China did. We're like, dude, your country did this, this, and this. He's like, oh no, they didn't, no, they didn't. He was like in denial about it, and we kept
Right.
showing it to him, and he like didn't want to look at it, like he was scared.
No shit, because you're fucking up his mindset. He has to
Yeah.
go back to that. If he has to go back to that country, and like he starts getting anti-Chinese, that could be the end of his family.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Imagine if he didn't go back. If he's like, fucking, I'm staying in America. They probably killed his whole family right there.
I don't know. Things are a little bit more complicated. I think they have a credit score system. His
Oh
family
yeah.
would probably go down in the credit score, but they probably wouldn't like really fucking go crazy at them unless they really needed something. But China right now has 2 Canadians in jail on some trumped up spying charges.
Oh. How long are they
So
facing?
long time. But the Chinese way of sentencing is kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you want to hear some shit?
Hell yeah.
I heard like in China you could get the death sentence, right?
Okay.
You could get what's called like death sentence and 4 years suspended, which means like you got 4 years in jail or 4 years, whatever, that you have to be good. If you don't, that shit turns into a death sentence.
Jesus. Is
Or
that
life
real?
or whatever. I think so.
Dude,
I
that's
mean, why would
horrible.
they? We probably have what's closer to Britain, but why would they? China and Canada right now, yo, that shit's crazy. And Trump was the guy to kind of like, he's kind of behind it because you know what happened. Remember that lady from the Chinese cell phone company that got arrested in Canada?
Yeah. Something's familiar about that. What the hell did she do? What did she do? She was a spy, right?
Yeah, they said that they're basically saying that her company is a spying company, that she's a spy, and Canada, at the request of the U.S., which was under Trump at the time, arrested her. Which honestly, with the way they work, it's probably a good move. But in return, because it was the Canadians that arrested her, 2 Canadians over there got arrested.
Okay.
Now, like, now it's like, yo, I don't know what's going on with them. If they're even like
Maybe it'll go to jail for life. Get
Well, they
executed.
could. I think they're getting at least 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
10 years for nothing, just for being Canadian in fucking China.
Hell yeah. Dude, that's why you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta respect America. You gotta take what you got. And we can't give away our liberties.
The last thing that was said about it was May 23rd, 2021. Be relentless. What it will take to free 2 Canadians detained. CNN.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like CNN. I'm gonna go AP on this one. Canada says
baby.
2 citizens held in China have not been tried. Release the 2 Michaels. From August, they were held like at least since August 16th of 2020. No, they were held since December 2018.
Okay.
They're still in jail.
Yeah.
And like, there's nothing really specific about the case, but like, I think they're gonna do like 10 years or something, or they're gonna try to work out a deal.
Dude, can you imagine having to do 10 years? Oh my god, that's like your whole life is done. Your whole
That's
life
why
is
I'm telling
destroyed.
you,
It's
we
horrible.
can't go to China since we talk shit about them.
Yeah.
They have that law. They might use us as a bargaining chip
No,
with
that's
our
true.
own.
I mean, dude, the chances of them being like, dude, you're guys with guts, it's zero. You know what I mean? They're not gonna know.
No, dude, you don't know what you're fucking with when you come to the Chinese government.
Listen,
We
listen,
never
listen to me.
been
Listen to me.
to
Calm down.
China.
Listen to
Arthur
me.
hasn't even been to China.
Listen to me. Of course he has. But the only thing is,
Yes?
if you use TikTok, and you talk shit about China, I'd be scared then because they just showed something on Reddit that they said that TikTok is taking all of the audio and all of the face video and they're making a database of it and they're giving it to China because it's owned by a Chinese company. So
Yeah,
they
that's
can
why.
track they can if they can track your voice and if they can track your voice and your face, they could probably look up keywords. And this is a system. Listen to me. This isn't conspiracy shit, motherfucker. This is a country that has a fucking credit score system. What's stopping them from doing that? They have all the information. They have your voice.
They're
They
committing a
have your
genocide.
name. Listen, they have your voice. They have your name. All they have to do is put in keywords of what you said, and they can fucking sit there. Did he say this? Yes, he did. He's going to jail. You're guilty. That's it. It's over. That's how you strike
Right.
fear in man. You know what I mean? And that's what they do. They strike
Oh, yeah.
fear in people that way.
Oh, yeah. And then they have that organ harvesting. You heard about that?
Yeah, from the Muslims.
And they have, they have what they call execution vans. Something not seen since the fucking
vans?
Holocaust. What?
Execution vans? What the fuck is that?
It's a van purposely built to kill somebody inside.
Is that real?
Yes.
How does that work?
They had it. The Nazis had it in World War II. Now the Chinese, they have it. But it's like, what? How did it do it? Let me look it up. Execution van. Crazy as shit. Mobile execution unit was developed by the People's Republics of China. Was first used in '97.
Gotta fix your little audio. Let me see where the hell are you?
Alright, so basically,
Oh, there you are.
basically, it's just lethal injection.
Wait, what the hell are you talking about? You telling me in these vans they kill people? They actually
Yeah, they kill
do
them
it,
inside
and they
with
give
lethal
them.
injection. And then they harvest their organs.
Holy shit. Oh, yeah, fuck that,
Yeah.
dude. I'm not going to China. You done said that. You execution vans? Alright, you know what? I think I'll skip this trip.
Let's see. Some places can't afford the cost of sending a person to Beijing, perhaps $250 plus $125 monthly. The vans have allowed localities to administer the death sentence where the crime took place. Estimates place the number of execution vans in operations at around 40.
Why do you keep
The-
doing this?
China has not confirmed these numbers. Converted 24-seat bus, the execution van keeps the appearance of a normal police van on the outside with no markings indicating its purpose. The rear of the vehicle houses a windowless chamber where the execution takes place. Several cameras are present and feed closed-circuit televisions in the front of the van. A recording can be made if desired. The bed itself slides out of the wall under its own power.
Alright, so hold on.
which
Take
the
it easy. So just sum this shit up. They got these fucking execution vans. So what the fuck is going? Sum it up for me. Scared as shit. I mean, I don't even want to go to China anymore. I wanted to go execution vans. I'm done. They give lethal injections. So what? They grab anybody that they deem
They probably
that's
won't. They
dangerous
probably
and stuff.
wouldn't
That's
kill us. They probably wouldn't. They listen. If we go into China and they take us in for talking shit about them, they might take us in for life. But I don't think they'll kill us.
Dude, they might put you in a fucking van. You never know. What's stopping them from putting you in a fucking execution van and giving you that lethal injection that you're talking about? What's stopping them? What the hell? Are you crazy? Especially,
I'm an
dude,
American citizen. I'm
That's
an
a good
American
point.
citizen.
That's a good point.
They'll use me more likely as a bartering chip. The PRC government.
Yo, dude, holy shit. That sip looked fucking like you hated it. The
What?
ginger ale sip, that looked like it burned. The ginger ale fucking sip. Looked like it was like highly carbonated.
No, it wasn't carbonated. It's actually quite the reverse.
Oh, it's flat now? Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But what the hell? I wonder what they could get. I guess they could get their spies back, right? They could trade you in for another spy, China.
Yeah. I mean, that shit happens all the time. We
Hell,
got
all the
crazy
time.
shit. You ever heard of number stations?
No, what the hell's the number station?
You gotta Google this conspiracy.
Wait, what the hell is that? Wait, why are you laughing about it? And should I be fucking scared? Because I'm scared. I don't even know why I'm scared. I'm just fucking. It's Friday night. It's Friday night. I'm in America and I'm scared of China. You're scared the shit out of me.
I'll let you know something. Number stations. You ever seen? All right, Captain America: Winter Soldier.
No,
What? You never seen that movie?
I don't watch cartoons.
You ever played Black Ops?
Yes,
Remember when
I'm
they
a trained assassin.
said shit? When they said shit in Russian to the dude?
No,
You didn't play the campaign?
multiplayer.
Fuck.
Fuck.
You-
Listen, sum it up. What's the number station? Give me the goddamn juicies. I want to fucking know. Listen, I'm scared.
All right.
I'm
So
scared. I'm not getting that scared about it. First of all, I was fucking the execution vans. I was 10 out of 10 scared. This numbers, I'm like at an 8 out of 7, and it's going down.
yeah, you shouldn't really be scared of this because U.S. has one, North Korea has one, Russia has one. They don't really do anything.
So what the fuck?
They're
is
just
it?
weird. They what happened was back in the day, like I guess somebody tuned to a fucking radio frequency, right? And now the reason why I asked if you watched the Winter Soldier, when the Winter Soldier gets brainwashed, they repeat words like in Russian, like Переворник, Игорь, Семен, 7, 1, 0.
Ты что сказала меня? Я понимаю по-русски, курва.
Like, you do understand though, like
Да, я
simple shit.
понимаю
I'm saying,
по-русски, я могу поговорить и по-русски.
but they would say like the simple shit like farmer, electrician, like tractor, red,
Okay, so listen,
Boris,
so
Natasha.
listen to me. Some guy's fucking sitting somewhere. He tunes into some radio frequency. He hears a bunch of job listings in Russian. He's like, farmer, alcoholic, cocaine addict, obese pig,
Honestly, that would be some
freaking,
shit.
just
That
like
would be
random
some shit. I would love to see that.
Pasha. He's just saying like random things.
Random
Construction
shit.
worker, waiter, Boris
Ameri-
Johnson, drunks.
So So when this thing
Heroin.
first popped up,
Yeah.
I think there was a story like the leaders were saying. So what's this all about? It's probably some spying shit.
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Now everybody got one. If you tune in, you got to use like one of those old school tuners.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Those old school car tuners with the
Yeah, yeah.
radio. If you tune to a certain
Yeah,
frequency
sir,
at a certain time,
like this freaking TV that I have here with you with the little knob.
like if you tune in to a certain frequency at a certain time, at a certain day, at a certain month, at a certain
Okay,
year.
I got you, I got you. Okay, so it was weird. So basically, what you're trying to say is this: some guy by accident listens to this frequency and he understands that whatever this guy is saying, he's just listing out a bunch of professions, meaning he's listing out these professions because he's
Well,
spying on
he's
people and
not listing professions.
he's
He's just saying random shit. Maybe probably professions. Try like in case like you know
what so are
the
they code
crazy
words
thing.
then? What is the code words then?
Yeah, that's what people thought it was. Code words for spies to be activated across
Mm-hmm.
like the European theater or whatever.
Okay.
They thought it was code words.
They
That
thought.
maybe the
And so
spies
what
would
is
tune
it?
into that frequency at that time, at that day, and they would hear those words and they would know whether to do something or something else.
So, but what is it? Did they get to the bottom of it? Did they discover it, or it went away?
No,
It
no,
just
no.
disappeared. The whole program got shut down.
This is something that's like in conspiracy theory. It's there. You could find clips on YouTube. Fortunately, some people would probably, listen in, get
Wait, so
obsessed. Thank God we got those people.
um, so did this actually happen, or is this a
Do we
conspiracy?
have
Oh, what the
this?
fuck was that?
Yeah, but like every country has it. Like not every country, but a lot of countries have it, and it's
All right, listen.
propaganda.
All right, fuck it. Look, let's say you go back to Israel. What are your code words that you would use on your radio? Top five code words.
The fuck? I don't know Hebrew.
No, but like, let's say, all right, American code words. Bagel. That has to be one. Bagel. Locks. Bagel locks.
Bagel, lox.
What else? What
Uh,
else would be like Jewish?
hold on. We got a lot of Jewish shit in New York.
What would be the five
Bagel
code?
stuff. What?
What would be the five code words that you would activate the fucking Israeli assassins?
Bagels, lox, kosher.
Bagel locks, kosher, lactose intolerant.
Lactose
That would be one
intolerant.
of them. You guys have like lactose. They can't have any dairy.
Yeah, when I was young, I was pretty good.
I think everybody was.
hmm I learned about science and nutrition. What happens is the enzyme that breaks down lactose starts malfunctioning.
Yeah. And that's you know what the funny thing is? That's the one. That's the one of the biggest. What is it? Evolutionary traits that separate us as human beings. Because the Northern Europeans, they actually have that genetic shit to have the lactose breakdown in the adulthood. And I think like a lot of African people and a lot of Southeast Asians, they don't have the lactose enzyme to break it down or something like that. I was reading about it that it was like it's weird because it's like a like you know what I mean? You know those like 23andMe DNA things that they tell you like
Right.
your genetic thing that they were saying that that's like the one thing that like that it's actually like that different people from different areas of the world actually have it or don't have it. Or it's
Yeah.
like prevalent with certain like races and like that
Yeah.
it's an actual like a thing that's like one of the biggest things that's noted in like an evolutionary difference.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
is. Um, you know, Mixing and matching. Who knows what you could get lactose intolerant. Maybe not. But you know, I think if you mix and match
Oh,
to the
you did
same,
the 23andMe, right?
nah, nah, I'm
They found that
pretty
fucking
Jew.
serial killer. They found that serial killer to that shit.
Really?
Well, Remember?
They're
It wasn't
like,
even.
the
It wasn't.
serial killer is Irish, Italian, like
No, no, no,
this
no, no, no,
person.
no, 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 no. What happened was that's crazy. They had DNA. They had DNA from the serial killer who killed some people, right? But they couldn't match him with anybody. The serial killer's brother does the test, and they fucking
Oh,
match it through the brother. Cause they're like, his DNA is so close. They're like, whoever DNA that is, that has to be like his relative. That's who the guy. That's who killed the guy.
I
Fucking
mean,
crazy. And
I
that's
mean,
so.
like,
I mean, it's cool that they. It is cool that they caught him. I'm happy they caught him. But it's like, damn, that's fucking dirty, man.
they caught somebody. Remember when the dude was getting falsely accused and they were trying to use DNA against him, or who knows if it was falsely? Like, people
Well, what the hell are you doing? What are you rolling
debate
more
about
weed?
that. Making a Killer. You
Good
ever
man.
seen that
No,
Netflix
let me see.
documentary?
No.
It's called Making a Killer.
Oh, I thought that's what you're calling your your weed joint that you're making over there. No, I'm serious. I thought that's what you meant. It's called like you're like I don't know. I thought it's like a new slang. I'm like, what are you rolling? I'm making a killer. I'm like, all right. I guess this shit is gonna fucking send him to space.
Nah, this one's again one of those 9%ers, but I think it's the
Can you put the
last
camera?
one.
Can you put the camera on it? Let me see. Let's see. Let us see you roll it.
I mean, I'm not that good at rolling it.
All right. So let me see you roll it and fucking criticize you, make you feel bad about it.
Alright. So, we got.
Walk us through the steps of rolling a joint.
Well,
Oh,
first
shit.
I bend it like this
Hold
to the
camera.
point where it's like right here. Some people like to rip it off. So I guess I'm not like most people. I made like a little edge over here, pockets, so that way, the weed has less chance of spilling or won't spill as much.
Yeah.
And here's my medicinal Columbia Care medical marijuana indica blend for vaporization only. 7 grams, 280 doses.
Yo, so what the hell? What is it? What does it mean? What the hell is
7
indica
grams,
brand?
280.
What is the
7
indica brand
grams.
exactly? Is it like this? Dude, is it bullshit? Is it like the same thing where like it's like with alcohol where they're like this is this is vodka, this is gin, this is this. It's like this is you know what I mean? It's all liquor.
Well, it's all THC too, but you
Yeah.
get different things from different kinds.
But does it vary as much as they claim? Where they're like, this one's gonna be a
For some
mellow
people,
one?
it really does. Yeah, it really does vary. And I do smoke. Like when I go to the dispensaries, I didn't used to do this when I used to buy underground, but like, underground I would get what I got, which was what everyone in New York was getting.
Yeah.
Sours. So, like but now, when I go, I still choose sours, but like, I choose indica and
Hold on,
sativa.
cocksucker. What happened to you rolling the weed on air?
Oh,
What the fuck?
I got stuff.
Move the camera again, you bastard.
Alright, let's see. Thank fucking God this is legal. My cousin told me that
seriously.
I could do this shit when this shit is fucking legal. This shit is fucking legal. They don't fucking prosecute. I have nothing. I don't do shit.
Dude, they're
Just
gonna raid your house. They're gonna raid your house. Dude, they're gonna raid your house. They're gonna put this little Jewish boy in a fucking Chinese prison.
Dude, alright.
Can you imagine? What do you?
So
What do
it
you
gets a
think?
little
Dude,
hard
hold on.
because you see
Hold
this
on a
card
second.
right here?
What do you think happens in the Chinese prison? What do they do to you in the Chinese prison?
I don't know. You probably, like, American probably get special treatment.
Damn.
Depending on the situation. You might not get, like, you might not die. They might want to keep you alive, So they probably wouldn't. So they probably wouldn't really put you with, like, crazy criminals.
Right.
But they still want to use you as a bargaining chip. They're still fucked up.
Yeah, but I mean, in a way, You know what it is? It's like, dude, can you blame them? Because they have their own people probably locked up in America, right, for being spies. So that's just
Yeah,
like it's just
yeah,
like
tit
the
for
game
tat.
that exactly that's the game that they play. The messed up thing is it's what they do to their citizens. Yo, you ever seen that? You ever seen that movie? I forgot what it was called, but what the hell was it? It was like it was a movie based in Thailand or something. This woman and her friend, they get some dude's like, yo, can you take this luggage with you into Thailand and then give it to my friend? I'll give you $5,000 for it. And the woman's like,
Oh
all right,
man.
yeah, I'll take it to Thailand. What is it? They take it to Thailand. They get pulled over. The customs, they open up the luggage, and this is a true story. They open up the luggage and they find weed inside, and then they send them to jail for like 30 years or something like that just for weed, because I think like drugs are super illegal in Thailand.
Oh, Philippines. You're probably talking about, but Thailand too.
Or maybe Philippines, something, but it was like, it was a movie. I forgot what it was called,
The
but
Duterte, the leader of Philippines, he's very anti-weed. He'll kill you for that shit.
did I?
Now, all I'm gonna do is lick the ends and like
Yeah.
finish the process. Boom,
Boom.
roll a joint, and finally, I'm done with my medical fucking New York Maras fucking stupid one. That
Jesus.
it's better. It's good. I think the Mexican weed's kind of better. The green weed, not the brown weed.
I don't know the difference.
What? There was a huge difference. The brown weed made me feel sick when I smoked
Gives
it.
like a headache.
Yeah, you see, like there's differences like that. When you smoke, like when a lot of people smoke regs, a lot of people don't like regs. You know.
Yeah, it gives you a headache.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So you see, like there's a difference.
Absolutely. So what's the next step? The lights turned out. We're going back. We're going back, Zelly. They turned out the lights. You have one joint left. New York City just got a bomb dropped on them.
Oh, dude, I'm
The
good with
lights
weed.
turned
Don't
off.
worry about that.
Fuck.
I'm good
We
with
got
weed,
it,
bro.
it. Does it go back to some sort of like the Walking Dead Stone Age type of shit, where we gotta like fucking become farmers if we get bombed?
Well, if they, it'll. I don't know. I think we. I think. I don't know what. I don't know if we ever like. It depends on the state of our electrical grid,
Yeah.
because they could reinforce it, and that would make sure that like any EMPs would not fuck up the electricity like that.
Dude, that'd be crazy though. Holy shit,
You know
dude,
how
that.
EMPs work? You know how
Yeah,
EMPs work?
I think
Crazy
so.
shit.
Yeah, yeah. The solar rays right off the sun, they blast everything, destroy it.
What it is they launch a nuclear weapon, right? And they detonate it in the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of on the ground, they detonate it in the atmosphere, just outside. Boom. Pushes a bunch of charged particles through the planet, malfunctioning all the electrical equipment.
Through the ionosphere, yeah.
Yeah, China was the last one to do it. I think we were the first ones to find out.
No, it's crazy. I just thought about it, bro. Imagine that happens, and like let's say this happens like 10, 15 years when everybody has like a Tesla in a car. Now your car's broken. Your house is electric. That your house is broken. Like, dude, if we rely on electricity like that, I wonder if those solar flares could actually mess up, like a lot of the way of our life.
Well, I'll tell you something. The satellites that are out in space don't really get much protection against the solar flares.
Yeah.
And
Do they
whenever
have to
there's
replace
like a
them? Do they have to replace
uh
them?
we actually have a lot of what you call space junk.
Mm-hmm.
So like we have dead satellites floating around. So yeah, we do kind of have to replace them.
So what is it? Is it like an episode of Hoarders in space, basically? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Where
and you
it's
know,
like, you know what I mean? The
like
episode of Hoarders where they just got a bunch of like
like
garbage, and you're like, dude, what the hell is that?
like
It's
like
like
think
that,
about it.
man.
You're an astronaut, right? You're doing a spacewalk, right? You have a wrench in your hand or whatever they use.
You got a wrench
And
in
you
one hand and you got your cock in the other, and then you salute the fucking flag, baby, because you're flying for America,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
but you got that wrench. You're trying to screw some shit in. That
Mm-hmm.
shit goes flying. You gonna go after that wrench?
Hell no, dude. What are you crazy? If you going after that wrench, you're done.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's not space junk. That's a little wrench.
That is space junk.
You told me there's a
Little
bunch
adds
of
to a
like.
lot.
You told me there's like a bunch of like wrenches out there in space.
Probably like equipment that like got out of their hands that they wouldn't go after. Satellites for sure. Dead satellites.
Dude.
Sometimes they fall out of the space. That's what happened with China, I think. They had the
Yo,
satellite.
dude, you know what I thought about? Dude, you know how sick it would be? Bro, dude, I'd love to have this job. Can you imagine being a fuck in like the future, obviously, in like 200 years from now? Imagine being a space trucker. You get into a truck and you're driving in space. You're driving from like one asteroid to another, and you're just like fucking listening to like country music or something while driving like a space truck. It's gonna be all obviously all machinery.
My
I,
shit would be mixed, man. I'd have that rock, hip hop, everything.
hell no.
I
Dude,
listen to everything.
I do too. Um, but you know what? Actually, that makes me think about it. In the future, like, dude, humans aren't gonna like exist almost. Like, you don't need humans for anything. Cause think about it, a robot doesn't have to sleep or anything. So to mine an asteroid, you'd send the machine to mine it, the machine to drive it, to unload it, and then the machine to service the vehicle that's broken. It's like fucking crazy. It's like we're not gonna even need humans for anything really anymore. If we can
Well,
get the
you know,
machines to do everything.
we already have AI. We already have machine learning. We've been had AI since like 80s.
Yeah.
But it's a good question. Remember that robot that gained Saudi citizenship?
Yeah,
Like
and
a
then
good
they
question to
fucking
ask her.
yeah, I remember. And then they fucking stoned him to death because they were asking him to like accept Allah, and the computer's like, I do not compute. And
Nah, it's
because like
the
he couldn't
computer.
understand like what the computer didn't understand what they were talking about religion. It's like he's like, dude, I'm a computer. They fucking stoned him to death, and they threw him off the building.
Nah, the computer would actually learn. The computer would probably do what's best in its survival instinct. I don't know the coding behind it, but I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
think it's that good at surviving yet.
it's still surviving. It's still around.
Yeah, but it probably has
Look
like
her
a
up.
bunch of fucking tattoos on it now and shit. It's like all like hardened. It's like a hardened ass fucking robot now. You talk to him, he's like, "What's up?"
Nah, but you know what? They did say that there are improvements in her facial reactions.
Wait, hold up, hold on. You said her?
Yeah.
Wait, how the hell? What? What do you mean her? It's a
Well,
robot.
well,
Wait,
they
they don't.
modeled the robot. They
It
gave
has
the
a
robot a
gender?
feminine name. They gave the robot a feminine name and they made it in the likeness of a female, more or less, like a robot female.
What the hell? All right, it's
Yeah.
whatever.
Sophia. Sophia's the name.
So,
I'll be right back. I need to drain the main vein, as they say.
take us with you.
Oh yeah, show.
No, go ahead, dude. Go right ahead,
All
man.
right,
Oh, what
I'll
the hell?
be
My
right back.
camera just lost focus. Hold up. What was that? Yeah, but I was saying, I was thinking about it. I don't think that in the future they're gonna need us anymore. Humans aren't gonna be required. In a way, that's kind of crazy to think about. Because it's like, dude, I'd want to be a space trucker, but then again, like I said, we're gonna be like, dude, first of all, we need to sleep. We couldn't travel those long distances. We'd have to stay up. And now you got those Tesla trucks that can drive forever. They can mine things and do all the shit that we can't do. So, and that's just space trucking. I can't imagine anything else. Like all these jobs that people are losing now, like dude, we're just gonna be, I think there's gonna be no jobs left. There's not gonna be, like, what jobs are we gonna need if computers can do everything better than us? They're gonna be able to do surgery better than us. Because they're not gonna make mistakes. They're gonna be able to run the tests faster, quicker. They're gonna be able to, maybe chefs. Chefs is gonna be like still a human job, unless the machine can figure out our taste bud and our palate and know what we like more. Maybe they'll be able to do that even better than us. But then I guess just like now, the same thing that's happening, it'll be more expensive to have a human experience. Where instead of having like a space trucker machine, you're like, I actually have a human being that drives the space truck, and people are gonna be like, holy crap, that's amazing. As opposed to now it would be amazing if somebody had like, oh dude, look at this car. This car drives itself. Everybody's like, this is insane, this is amazing. But in like 100 years from now, it's gonna be like the rich dude who's gonna be like, yo, get in the car. I'm gonna drive this car. It's like, whoa, what the hell, dude? You know what I mean? It's gonna switch. So I think that's the only way like we can survive with like certain jobs and that. It's gonna become like a luxury thing to actually go back to the way we are now. Because machines are gonna freaking take everything over. Also makes me wonder what's gonna happen with China too. It is interesting, the point that Zelly brought up before with China attacking us. Arthur too was talking about it the other day. I wonder if they're gonna actually. I mean, surely they are taking over, but I wonder if in our lifetime it's gonna be like a significant difference, or if China's gonna try to do something to, I don't know, to try to like attack us or something. I don't think they're gonna attack us. I think they're gonna like Arthur was saying, they're gonna hit us from the inside, just take us over slowly, and then, you know, because they, what is it? They bought out so much land in Australia and Africa already. They bought that land, and then they did it smart too. That's the fucked up thing. They bought a bunch of land in Australia and Africa, and after they bought it, they're renting it back out to the native people. And now that's it. Now they got an income forever. So now they're gonna own Africa and Australia forever, unless there's like an uprising or something that they kick them out of the country. And it's the same thing with Russia, but I think Russia's on a different scale where Putin's own greed and his own corruption and greed, he stole so much money from his own people that he took everything from his own people and he only ensured his own survivability and only the people around him, only their survivability. That Russia itself isn't that strong, not as strong as China is. China's freaking
Nope,
powerful.
it is not.
Nice.
Yeah, China's more powerful, has more people.
How was the piss, Ellie?
Oh, dude, I had to fucking. My toilet is fucked right now, so I have to go outside.
What?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Well, I don't know what happened. I guess somebody clogged the toilet by putting tissue paper in there.
What do you think? It was a huge shit somebody took, you think? Or is it just... There has to be. What other
No,
reason would there be?
the pipes are old. We got old pipes that could be fucking toilet paper, bro.
What kind of... Hold on, what kind of toilet paper you have? You have single ply or you have double?
Double?
Oh, rich man. Nice, I like
Dude,
that.
Dude, honestly, I could give up a lot of luxuries, but I cannot give up double ply.
Dude, every time I go to a bathroom that has single ply, I'm like this. I'm like, alright, you're gonna be a cheap bastard, give me single ply. I'm gonna make a fucking boxing glove out of it. I'm gonna make it this thick, and I'm gonna... I'm like, dude, I'm gonna use half the roll. I'm like, you either give me double or it's war.
You know what? You might as well pack like a fucking toilet paper in your car just
No,
in
no.
case.
Dude, you know what's a game changer? Andre showed it to me one time. He brought it out when his grandma was still alive, God rest her soul. He
Wait,
freaking, he,
when did his grandma die?
like 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
Damn, still
Yeah,
sad though.
yeah, of course. But what he freaking taught me was this. He brought out wet wipes. I never used a wet wipe. He's like, dude, he's like, this, wipe your ass with this. I'm like, what the hell is this? It's wet. He's like, trust me. One wipe, sparkling clean. It was insane.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, baby wipes are also
Yeah,
perfect.
same shit. Exactly. But anyway, alright, so somebody took a massive shit in your bathroom and they clogged the pipes. So now you gotta piss outside like an
Nah,
animal.
nah, dude. It's just toilet paper clogged up the pipes.
Alright, so
I've
instead
s-
so instead of being a fucking man and unclogging it or pissing on top of the clogged toilet. Wait, just because it's clogged, why can't you just piss on the clogged water? What the hell?
why not feed the tree?
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Alright, so you go outside and you what? You pissed on a tree?
Yeah,
It makes you feel better now? You feel like a fucking man, you pissed on a poor tree.
yeah. Made sure to cover myself so neighbors weren't watching, but who knows?
You think your neighbors would see you piss and they're like, yo, what's that guy doing? I think he's pissing on that tree.
Well, I mean, like, he does have windows over there. He would probably just see me pissing on the tree. He wouldn't see, like, anything. But what am I supposed to do, man? My toilet don't work.
Dude, no, that's what I'm saying. Why can't you just piss in the toilet? You don't have to flush it.
That's true,
Why don't
but
you just piss in the toilet? Look,
honestly,
if your toilet's clogged and you have to take a shit, I get it. You don't want to take a shit, it's gonna stink, and you gotta flush it. Or if you don't flush it, it's gonna stink, so you don't do it. But let's say it's clogged, you can just piss in it and walk away. And then the piss is just there and it's just pee.
well, you have ammonia buildup, then nitrates.
Yeah, but the piss might help unclog the pipes because it's like acidic and shit. It'll eat away the fucking toilet paper eventually. You just keep pissing in it for a week or something, it's gonna get so acidic it'll eat through all the fucking clogged toilet paper.
We got a version of Drano we're gonna use tonight.
Wait,
Hopefully
wait,
that.
wait, hold on a second. You guys have like your own version? What do you mean? Like it's like a Jewish version, or is it Drano itself?
It's Drano, but it's like meant for toilets. Like they have Drano for sinks and Drano for toilets, I guess. You know.
Oh, wait, did you try to do the snake, the old school maneuver? You have the snake?
I don't have the snake. I asked the funny story. I go to my neighbor today, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I go, "Do you have a snake?" And he goes,
And
"Yeah,
he
I do."
pulls out his
Right?
cock.
No, no, no. And he points at the bushes, like right there.
He points out the what?
Points at like, um, he has like his yard, you know.
Okay.
And because it's the beginning of the season,
Yeah.
you know, we gotta like he mows his shit and all this shit. We gotta start taking care of our shit, you know, and all this. Meaning, I gotta start watering my shit, keep track of the weather. I got a lot of peaches growing. A lot of peaches.
All right,
Come on back,
listen. Yo, Stoner boy, let's fucking bring it back. Come on. All right, you have a snake? What the fuck? What's he say?
No, he says, "You." So I go, "Do you have a snake?" He goes, "Yeah, right there," and he points like in a pile like of bushes, you know, like leaves and shit.
The fuck? So what do you go
Yeah.
look inside that pile of bush?
No, he has a real like garden snake.
Did you actually see the snake, or is he like fucking with you?
Honestly, he would not be fucking with me. We don't really fuck around with those things up here because those are possibilities.
Wait, hold on a second.
We
So you telling me you come up to him, you're like, excuse me, sir, do you guys have like a snake or something? And he's like, yeah, I have a
I
snake.
mean,
It's in that bush. And you're
I'm
like,
more.
you're like this. You're like, no, you fucking retard. I'm asking if you have a fucking snake to drain it. What the fuck's wrong with you?
No, I'm actually cool with him. So it's not like
So
a
he was,
formal.
so but he was fucking with you though. He's not like insane.
Yeah, well, I was like, holy fucking shit! What are the fucking odds? He actually did have a snake.
Did you
My
see the
mom told
snake? Did you actually look and see the snake?
my mom told me that my nephew saw the snake.
Dude, hold on. How old's your nephew?
2015. Now it's 2020. 6 years old.
Fuck that. He's the unreliable source. He's too young. I wouldn't trust him. Dude, he probably still believes in fucking Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy. You gonna fucking believe him about a snake? Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know. I don't teach him no tooth fairy, no Santa Claus. If he learned about that, that's from mommy and daddy.
Well, if
I
he
don't.
does, what I'm saying,
I would never.
if he does believe it though, that's an unreliable source. Anyway, so okay, you asked for the
I don't
snake.
like. Yeah. He's still young like that. Yeah.
You can't trust him. Unreliable source. All right, so
No, he is hella reliable. Those brains don't sleep on them. Yeah, he's creative as fuck, but like he has fucking good memory. He will
all right, so
remember shit.
I got you. The snake. What the fuck happened with the snake?
Um,
You're so
except
dude,
you
how
know
high
what?
are you?
He was actually bad at knowing that my friend passed away until like another kid told him, but he doesn't exactly know what that means yet. So, you know, that's for his parents to teach him. That's not exactly my place. Like, I think I'm a little too dark to teach anybody about that shit.
And then your neighbors said, what the fuck does this have to do with the snake, sir? I have a snake over there. What is this guy died? What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, man. So, what ended up happening is we got liquid Drano. My brother had liquid Drano, so we're using that. It says to leave it for. I think we're supposed
Yeah,
to
you
leave
gotta
it for
leave
a
it for a
while.
while. You gotta leave it for like a couple of hours to drain it. Wait, hold on a second. You guys know who the culprit is, or did somebody take a shit? They walked out and they're like, "Yo, the toilet's clogged. It wasn't me." But everybody's pissed and they know.
I think I know who the culprit is,
Nice.
and like I'm not gonna point any
No. Hell
fingers.
no. No, you
You know,
shouldn't. No, you shouldn't point any fingers. But at least you know. You can come up to them afterwards. Go like, "I fucking know."
I mean, honestly, I kind of fucked up too. I did fucking throw in a toilet paper or two, but I don't think I was the one to clog it.
Damn.
Most of the time, I throw it into the wastebasket. Sometimes I forget
Hold on a second. So
because,
if you
like,
wipe your ass, you gotta throw it in the wastebasket?
yep.
What? Let me ask you a question. When you wipe your ass, then do you throw it up facing up the shit, or you gotta like face down? What do you
Oh,
think?
dude, I make sure when I do it, I make sure that like it's not fucked up. You know,
No. What
when
I'm
it
saying is
gets
like if somebody does that, did you ever see anybody do it? Like to wipe their ass, and
no.
then when they throw it in the bin, they throw it face up, so it shows
Oh
the
God,
person who walks.
nah, thank God. And you know what? Honestly, I think that that something like that would happen, but thank God it didn't.
Yo, you should do it to show a sign of dominance. Just
Nah,
like
man.
wipe your
I
fucking ass and throw it face up. So everybody who walks in, they're like, yo, hey, that was a big shit. Or that was a nice wipe.
Nah, man, can't do that. But I think everybody uses the wastebasket
Hmm.
unless your pipes can handle it.
Yeah. Do you burn your trash also, or do you dispose of it?
Depends. If it's made out of wood, burnable, you know,
What about if
burn it.
it's made out of toilet paper, like the shit paper used to wipe your ass? You guys burn that?
Nah, that gets thrown out.
I was
Who the
gonna
hell
say,
wants
dude,
to?
if you burn that, imagine smelling that.
I think smelling feces is bad for your health.
Yeah, you think so?
I would think that would be bad for your health.
Yeah, I heard the guys in the Himalayas actually they got really sick. Cause what they would do in the Himalayas before they would climb Mount Everest, they burn yak shit, which is like a type of like a mule. It's not a mule, but it's like a type of like an animal that they use to carry all your stuff up the mountain. and because
Right.
they only eat grass, their shit like burns really nice, but it's burns super dirty. So they fucking like I read these stories. I've read a bunch of mountaineering books. So they would burn like the shit, and like a lot of people get like really sick, like just like wake up like fucking feeling like garbage after it. But it was super cold, and that's all they had to burn.
Yeah, man, you're fucking up your body with that shit.
Cause think about it, up in those mountains, there's not a lot of green grass or even trees, cause it's all rock. You know what I mean? It's so
And
rocky up there, nothing really grows. So you got the fucking yak shit.
the oxygen's also different.
Exactly, the oxygen's different, so it probably burns. It's probably nice though, cause it probably burns a lot slower.
Yeah, but it's even it's just good for the heat though. That air's gonna be
Exactly.
fucking.
Oh hell yeah, dude! That's what I'm saying. Those guys got like super sick breathing in the yak shit.
And you got bacteria growing on that shit.
No,
Then you burning
I
it.
don't think, dude. I don't think it's that bad. Like it's like basically like cow shit. Like it's fertilized like crazy, but it's definitely not good to breathe in.
Nah, man, it got ammonia and nitrates.
I mean, I'm not gonna eat it.
Nitrogen,
If that's what you're asking me, I'm not
nitrogen
gonna eat cow
cycle.
shit.
Yeah. What?
I said like I'm not gonna eat cow shit if that's what you're asking me.
Nah, but you could still breathe ammonia.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I fucking did I tell you? I could tell you a little bit, but fucking the fuck was that? What the hell did you just do? Just lick your fucking wrist?
No, I scratched
Oh,
my hand was itchy, so
well,
I
I
used
didn't
my
know.
beard. My
Just
beard's at that level where it's like a good scratch.
gotcha. Um, oh yeah, the ammonia, dude. I ate this fucking Icelandic shark one time when I was in Iceland. It was insane. It tasted like straight up ammonia. So,
Ooh,
yeah, fermented shark, dude. Um,
fermented.
yeah, I remember one time I went to Iceland in the middle of winter. It was fucking insane. It was beautiful out there. And
Oh, I bet.
I saw this episode of Anthony Bourdain and Andrew Zimmern when they were in Iceland, and they had an episode of when they ate this fermented shark, and it really stuck out in my head. I remember that episode, and I was like, dude, I really want to try Greenland shark. So I found the place where Andrew Zimmerman went to, and I went there to try it, and it was a crazy experience because what they do is with that Greenland shark, they leave it, they catch it, you can't eat it raw. I mean, not raw, obviously you can't eat it, but you can't eat it fresh even. You have to let it ferment. That's why they eat it. It's rotten shark basically, because when they
Well,
first fish
sometimes
it,
fermented. Sometimes when you ferment things, it's supposed to be better. Like you do have like the purpose of fermented like pickles.
hmm
Pickles, like it has that good bacteria for your gut.
no, but with that thing, what it is with the Greenland shark, it has some sort of bacteria or something that'll kill you if you eat it fresh. So when it ferments and rots and spoils, that's the only time you can eat it, and it tastes like straight up freaking ammonia. So I remember I went to this place and I tried it at that place. It was disgusting. Uh, but
Ammonia is, I think ammonia is poisonous for us. Well, actually, is it?
no, no, it's not. In certain levels,
It-
in certain levels.
yeah, in
So
certain levels.
so
For
freaking
fish, that shit's crazy.
yeah. So freaking. I tried it at that place. It wasn't that bad, but when I went to my hotel room, uh, my hotel had like a restaurant connected to it,
Hmm.
and this Icelandic chef I was really cool with, he was telling me, he's like, oh dude, if you stick around, actually got super lucky, we're making traditional Icelandic food. I'm like, alright, fuck it, whatever, I got nothing to lose, let me get a beer and stick around. So I got a beer
Yeah.
and I stuck around, and the dude, he's like, I'm making fucking fermented stingray. It's a national dish that the
Wow.
Icelandic people have for like Christmas Eve or something like that. I'm like, cool. He's like, I'm gonna bring you some out. I'm like, all right. I'm like, dude, when am I gonna know you? I'm like, are you gonna tell me when it's ready? What's up? He's like, don't worry. He's like, you'll smell it. I'm like, what the fuck? So he goes back inside the kitchen. I'm drinking, talking with some German tourists and shit, just hanging out. Then about 30 minutes later, I start like looking around and smelling. I'm like, yo, I'm asking the German dudes. I'm like, yo, did you like fucking piss your pants or something? Cause like there's like a huge smell of ammonia. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Then I realize I'm like, yo, that smell of ammonia. I'm like, that's that fucking shark, dude. I mean, not the shark, the stingray. And then the chef comes out and he's nodding his head. He's like, that's right, motherfucker, that's the smell. And it smells like a fucking, like a New York City subway. You know when you walk into the subways and it has that old
Yeah,
stale piss smell? That's exactly what it smelled like. So the dude
that
comes,
huge musky smell.
exactly. So listen, the dude comes out with a plate. He has the stingray on it, and he has like a little bit of bread and some garnish on it, and he has an empty cup. I'm like, all right, I get the bread, I get the garnish, I obviously get the stingray. I'm like, what's up with the empty cup? He's like, oh, that's for when you spit it out, because he's like, you ain't gonna be able to handle it. I'm like, all right, fuck it, challenge
What?
accepted. So I fucking cut into it, I take a bite, dude. Every single part of me wanted to vomit and puke, like it was insane.
You regretted that.
It burned as bad as wasabi in my nose,
It
but
burned?
it burned, but the ammonia burned like my nose and my mouth. It like was burning as bad as wasabi, but it was even worse because it's ammonia. And I had the gag reflex going, but I closed my eyes and I freaking ate it. I had like tears in my eyes, and I'm like, it's good. Then I kept trying to snack on it more and more. And then eventually
Yeah.
I realized I told him something because I let the German guys try it too. The funny thing is, the German guys tried it. They're like, you know what? Oh, it's nice. I'm like, dude, these guys are fucking sick in the head. But what I told the chef is what I realized. I told him, I said, yo, I was like, you know what? It doesn't taste as bad as it does if you don't breathe. I'm like, it's like French cheese. When I went to France, I would
Right.
try these smelly ass cheeses, but I wouldn't breathe, and the taste is different from the smell. So I'm like, if I don't breathe this fucking nasty ass Icelandic thing, and I actually just focus on the taste, that actually has a flavor. And the
Use
chef,
a close
yeah,
point.
yeah. So I was like, I get it. That was your trick. And the Icelandic chef is like, dude, what the hell are you talking about? He's like, we love the smell. What are you nuts? He's like, that's the best part. And I was like, you guys are fucking crazy.
We make. I bet they do.
Dude, they loved it. Yeah, it was the most
I
unique
love that
food.
fishy fish smell.
It was definitely the most unique, crazy food that I ever tried. It was very fun. It was like such a fun experience that I still remember vividly trying that. That's why I don't know.
Would
That's
you
why.
try it again?
Oh my God, I'd love to try it. I'd love to not only try it, I'd love to have other people try it, and I'd love to see their reaction because it's such a fun. Like it's like going to a new country. It's like I was already in a new country, but meaning like the food experience is so unique. It's something that's so different. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's so fun to do.
Just make sure whatever you eat is healthy. I mean, whatever. People eat sushi.
I love sushi. You don't like sushi?
I don't eat sushi.
You're kidding me.
I have that fish allergy that killed like half the rolls for me right off the bat.
You have a fish
And
allergy?
yeah,
I didn't even know.
yeah. I can't eat fish. I
Is
can't
it?
have
What
it.
about shellfish?
No, I could eat that.
You can have shellfish, but you can't have fish?
Yeah, I could eat like I had crab meat before,
What is
but
that?
very
Really?
little.
Yeah.
Shrimp, I could eat shrimp.
But no fish. You can't have fucking silioki.
Caviar, I
You
could
can't
have
have
caviar.
silioka.
Селедка, no.
Блядь. Ты что?
And then, if it wasn't for the fish allergy right there, the sesame seed allergy killed everything else.
You have a sesame seed allergy? Jesus Christ, man.
Both bad. Uh-oh. Now people know how to kill me.
Fuck. So how did you actually find out that you had the allergy? Did you eat it when you were younger and you got like your throat swelled up? You had to go to emergency room or something?
Oh, hell. Like, I remember I ate fish once, and I remember that reaction.
Mm-hmm.
My mom just made sure that I stayed away from all
So
types
what
of
happened?
fish.
Do you remember what happened
In
or your mom
fact,
told you?
no, I remember.
Okay,
That
so
shit
walk us
was
through it. What happened?
horrible. That shit's horrible. It's so bad, like, whatever it touches becomes irritated,
Hmm,
right?
okay.
So think about, and like it's food, so it's gonna irritate everything that, like, if you have a cut on your lip, it'll irritate that.
What if you
That
don't
shit will
have a
start.
cut on your lip, even if you touch it? Will it still irritate it?
Um, no, there has to be like some sort of breakage. But
So what happens if
if
you
I
eat it?
if I
Where does the
if
swelling
I
go?
if I put if I even put it in my mouth, because that's, once you put something in your mouth, you start digesting it,
Yeah.
taking in the nutrients. So once I put it right there, boom, that's it. It starts itching. My tongue, my throat. Like, imagine it's itching right here. You
Oh
can't
my
fucking go
god,
like
that's fucking
this.
horrible.
Can't go like this.
Hell no.
So little me, that's probably close to like anaphylactic shock.
Yeah.
But like, I never use an EpiPen or anything like that.
Do
What
you
I
have
would
one
do
with you
is,
just in case something like that happens or no?
mine are expired. I think I have to go back and get them.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I don't even need them. I've never needed them in my life before. I've become so acutely aware because the experience is just so horrible that you become just like very aware of like that shit in your food. I will notice that shit.
Dude, you know what's so
And like,
fucking weird? I don't get it with allergies. Fuck. I got a fucking. I got a Spanish friend who's allergic to avocado. I got a Russian friend who's allergic to mushrooms. I have you, another fucking Russian Jewish friend who's allergic to fish. This is fucking insane. It's like, I mean, it's like if I had an Irish friend who was allergic to potatoes. Like, what the hell? It's fucking nuts.
yeah, I know. I can't eat Israeli food. Imagine
You guys love
no
lox. Wait,
hummus.
what? I don't understand. What's up with the Jewish love for smoked salmon? Because I love it too. I feel like the Northern Europeans love it, like Norwegians love it, the Baltic states love it too. But I heard that like a lot of Jewish people they love smoked salmon. What is it about it
Well,
too?
probably because it's a kosher fish.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know too much about like I don't know too much about kosher laws. I'm
But
gonna
but so
stick
oh
kosher.
so also it's something with the fish that salmon is a kosher fish and other fish don't qualify as kosher.
Well, there's certain qualities to being kosher.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how
You
that
know,
applies to other fish.
like shellfish are not kosher.
Right, right. No, I know that, but I wonder, like, yeah, I wonder why specifically. I guess lox. Well, I guess
Uh,
'cause you can't
you
have
could
pork.
actually Google it. You could look it up. We can find out right now. But do we need to? Is a question.
Oh yeah, John Cena on steroids. So hold on. Why is separate rules? Fish, eggs, classified, neutral. Fish is only considered if it comes that has fins, scales, such as tuna, salmon, halibut, or mackerel. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, you guys can have mackerel too.
Yeah.
You guys can have fish. So it's not even just this. It's just that it's a popular fish that everybody just likes in general.
Yeah.
Hmm. I wonder what that law was about with the kosher. Is it just because like people were saying that in the desert it was to keep people alive from not
Well,
eating like
apparently,
pork that it would spoil quicker and then people were dying and getting sick.
I honestly don't understand. Pork doesn't chew its own cud, like, like regurgitate. You know, so that's a rule of kosher.
That it
And
what
plus,
doesn't what?
there's a rule in kosher that land animals, they have to eat their own throw up.
Hmm.
Pigs don't do that.
That's a weird fucking law. Can you imagine like sitting there? You're like, yo, did that pig just eat its puke? No, actually,
Right?
somebody's like, I'm like, yo, dude, that pig. I'm like, dude, did that pig just eat its own puke? Some guy's like,
But
no, it didn't. They're like, dude, what the hell? It didn't? No. Like, all right, we're not gonna eat it. You'd think the
But yeah, like,
opposite. You'd be like sitting there, like, yo, that pig just eat his own fucking throw up. Yeah, there you go. Let's eat it.
nah, no pig ever did that, so no pigs are kosher.
But you don't follow kosher. You eat fucking bacon, right?
No, I do not follow kosher.
Dude, how awesome is bacon, right? It's crazy. I can't believe,
Right?
like, I
Yeah,
fucking
it's
love bacon.
like sometimes it's just amazing, but like you can also have enough of it, like where it's like chill. But bacon's the best.
Dude, what the hell is it about bacon? You can put bacon almost on anything and it'll make it better. It's insane. Like, what the hell?
How do you like your bacon?
Oh, that's a good topic right there, dude. Freaking super crispy. I want mine super crispy
What?
that when I bite it, it like melts in my mouth. It's amazing.
Nah, I like it. I don't like it crispy.
No?
Mm-mm.
How do you like it? In the middle or rubbery?
Uh, like more on the rubber middle side,
Mm-hmm.
like where it's like you're getting meat, not where it's
Yeah.
like burnt,
Right, right,
you
right,
know.
right.
Where,
No, I don't like it. I don't like it burnt at all. I don't like it burnt at all. But I love it
but
if
that's
it's
like
like,
where it gets like
it's
the
like
real crisp.
right before it gets burned, where it's like super golden brown, and like when you bite it, it just like melts in your mouth. Like, it's freaking, it's the most amazing thing on the
Right.
planet.
Oh yeah, but you like your shit crispy. I like mine. My way, but like,
Absolutely. Like, look at
I
this.
mean, I stopped eating.
Yeah.
Hmm?
For example, now we're saying like, it's all about ratio in food. I freaking
Yeah,
learned this with
and
food.
like you gotta
Look at
eat.
this. Look
You
at this.
gotta eat healthy.
Like, look at this burger here that I have. Like, that burger is fucking disgusting. That meat burger right there, that ratio is disgusting. If you were to eat
Let
that
me see.
burger on the screen,
Yeah.
if you were to eat that burger on the screen, it would be disgusting. The ratio is all off. Look at it. Look how much bread there
Yeah.
is compared to how much meat. You'd only taste the meat. Even the smaller burger. Let me see the ratio. I can't judge that one, but it actually looks like it might
Yeah,
not be bad.
honestly, you get more veggies than you see meat.
Yeah. But you need to have the perfect ratio. You need to have a thin slice of meat, a little bit of bread, some cheese, mayonnaise. I like mayonnaise. Some people don't.
You
Uh,
haven't spent you haven't spent enough time in the South.
what are you talking about?
In the South, they like their burgers fat.
I hate those, dude. I hate those. They're not, they're disgusting.
They're
Yo,
amazing.
hold on. Keep talking. I gotta go use the bathroom as well. I'll be right back. All right?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll be right back. Jeez.
So what should I go on? Give me a second. So yeah, man. So actually, you know what? I was talking about this dude. There's this there's this thing I ran into in a YouTube video, China Uncensored. That's another one I follow. And the guy was talking about the 300 man. Like he gave a good story, but like hell, I wish I lived that kind of life, but like he definitely didn't end up good. Definitely wasn't a good life. Like he had 300 suits, 300 connections, like 300 wives. Right, you heard that. 300 fucking wives. This guy. Can you imagine how fucking rich and powerful you have to be? Have 300 fucking wives? Some people can't even afford one.
Who the fuck has 300 wives?
Oh, some dude who got executed in China.
Oh fuck! Here we go. We're back, baby.
But this guy is a Chinese national.
What about that guy Beijing Ming? Wait, no, not the hell's his fucking name. The owner of the Alibaba. Remember he criticized something. What the hell's his name? Bay something.
Jack Ma.
Jack Ma. There you go. Jack Ma. Dude, that guy still of the Alibaba. He's the owner of Alibaba, and yeah, is he still alive?
Yes, he is. They they didn't kill him, but they definitely gave him.
Oh hell
They they
yeah. Oh, they
they
showed him who's in power,
fucked his
dude. They
company
showed
up.
him who's in power, dude. It's like us. It would be like us taking Steve Jobs and doing something to Steve Jobs. You know what I mean?
Think about it like this: what they did to him is the equivalent of like not what happened with Steve Jobs. He actually got fired from his own company. That's an interesting story.
Yeah.
But like, let's set up a hypothetical fictional one.
Okay.
Steve Jobs doesn't get fired. What the fuck were we talking about? 300 man.
We're talking about food
What?
before. You were saying this down south food. You'd love it. Barbecue, pigs, roast.
Yeah, it's good. That food's good.
Dude, how the hell does a
Damn
guy
it.
that have 300 wives? That doesn't make any sense. So he
Well,
has every
because he was
so what?
rich.
So what the dude? Think about it. If he saw one wife, he would basically have one day for each of his wives.
Well, they lived in close proximity too. That's the other crazy thing. And they were all like, I guess they were all in on it. No fucking way. You
Imagine
know.
they didn't. Imagine. Wait, hold on. Imagine somehow this guy was able to get away and none of them knew. He has 300. Can you imagine the stress this guy's going through? Yeah, hold on, wait
But
1 second. Hold on.
but
He's like every 2 minutes he's running around. He's like, all right, I have to go to work. I'll see you. I love you. This would be like, this like what hell is like. This man
no,
is like
no.
running around
He
like
had it
sweat.
good.
They didn't
He had
know.
it good. He had it good, except he was corrupt, and he got caught up in the Chinese system.
Mhm.
He had 300 connections, 300 wives, and yeah, let me see that. 300 fucking wives. Oh, that's a fucking story.
You have 300 wives. Dude, imagine trying to run that scheme though.
And the fucking first thing I find is obviously some religious stuff. So let's put in Chinese. Блядь. Wow, they really fucking. They
They block
really.
you,
Nah, they really like
cleaned it up
hide this shit.
on Google. They hit it.
Fucking guy got fucking executed too. They
Wait,
killed him.
did all his wives come to his funeral or no?
I don't know. I'd be scared if I was them. Oh shit. China's leftover women. Unmarried at 27.
What else
They
is
are
over there?
beautiful indeed. It's sad what's happening,
When are you getting
that
married? Are you
yo,
getting married?
well, I mean like, off the bat, you don't know when you're getting married. Did you know when you were getting married?
Hell no.
It could what's the crazy thing? Like, today I run into one of my neighbors and she's pregnant.
Mhm.
And my other neighbor's like, she didn't have a man's last year. So I'm like, okay, so, shit changes up. People sometimes, shit happens. My boy has 3 kids, fucking runs around, meets these girls like 2 months in, already having babies. Because these girls are
Wait, so how
all
many
babies.
baby mamas are there? There's 3 different
Three.
ones?
3. I will,
Ooh.
I will
Jesus.
definitely not reveal, like, his name or shit.
You
That
don't have
shit's,
to. I already know who it is.
it's gonna be no.
So yeah, I know. Jesus
We're-
Christ.
but,
Hey,
yeah.
good luck to him.
Yeah, I wish him all the fucking luck in the
He's
fucking
gonna
world,
need
man.
it. He's gonna need all the luck in the world.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, he has to deal with a lot.
Right. Oh my
Like
god, dude! I
now,
can't imagine. Think about having three kids and three baby mamas. Holy crap, that must be insane.
first baby mama, bad. Second baby mama, young, but you know, like how old was she when she got pregnant? Like fucking 22 or something. I don't know. Third baby mama. He met this one I know the least about, but also some crazy shit.
Yeah, so she's the craziest one.
Uh, well, she got some shit.
Jesus. The hell does that mean? She has some shit.
I mean, if you meet her, you could tell.
No. How
Like
high
it,
are you right now? 1 to 10.
like 8. Well, no, not 8. Actually, more like a 4.
Oh, so die
I'm.
down.
It's like I'm in like a burnout kind of state.
Oh, I got you. Nice.
But yeah, man, I wish them the best of luck.
Hey, that's all you can do, man. You can't fucking live his life for him. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
What?
The last of the weed.
No, I got little clips.
You gotta like hit him all over the house.
No, all in the ashtray.
Oh, let me see the ashtray.
It's just they get to this point where they become really small.
It's all
So
roaches. Oh, nice. Perfect.
yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Oh, there's our fish, man.
Got a random fish.
Mr. Fishy, man.
Random fish.
Salute to that fish. That fish is awesome.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what he keeps doing.
So like,
I
yeah.
didn't kill him.
What?
What?
What'd you say?
Nothing. Oh, God damn it. You keep messing with the goddamn little fucking screen over there, you bastard. Keep readjusting it.
But yeah, dude, there was some dude. He was getting like a lot of money. He was doing a lot of like, you know, I guess embezzlement
Mm-hmm.
is the word. And I feel bad for the guy because fucking executed for that shit. The fuck. But like, so he was making money. So these girls were in it for the cash. Obviously, this guy has to be rich, but like he was making it dirty. And he said like in his interview, he was running around houses, fucking like hiding his cash. Like it was so fucking pointless, you know. Like he had a lot of worry and stress about the government finding out about that money.
Then they
And
got
they
him.
did. They got him. They killed him.
Yeah, that's interesting when you think about it. When your own government has the power to kill you like a mobster or a gangster.
Well,
You know what I mean? That's kind of interesting
our
to think
government
about.
does. Our government does.
It's like,
We
think about
still.
it. Think about it. Your government has the power. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for the death penalty for fucking murderers and all of that. Like, dude,
I'm in it. I'm in it.
I have
I'm in
absolutely,
it.
I don't give a shit. I
I'm in
don't.
it. I'm in it for specific cases. Like,
Yeah, of course.
if I was a judge and I was doing a murder trial and I was to decide life without parole or death, I would do a lot of consideration on what the victims would want.
Yeah.
Somebody says death, if at least one of them say death, because
Yeah. dude, listen to me. Listen to me. Fuck Europe. Europe thinks they're so fucking advanced and shit. They're like, you guys are barbarians. I'm like, dude, you fucking idiot. This guy, this piece of shit's gonna come over there, rape your fucking mom, beat the shit out of her, and then
Nah,
he's gonna
our
hold
system.
on. Let me fucking finish. Hold on. He's gonna beat the shit out of your mom, do this, and then fucking he's gonna get like a slap on the wrist. You know what I mean? It's infuriating, and they're like, we rehabilitated him. It's like, dude, if somebody did that to my mom, this motherfucker should be murdered, raped, and killed. You know what I mean? It's like that's real justice. It's like the fucking. It's like in The Godfather. It's like in The Godfather where the guy's like,
I think
"Fuck justice. I need Don Corleone."
I think with over there, I don't
Mhm.
know, their prison system's probably based on like repentance shit.
No, but it depends where. Like, obviously in Russia, it's crazy out there. But
Yeah.
in
You
Sweden
ever
and
seen
Norway,
that? You ever seen the documentary for Black Dolphin?
No,
No?
no, sir. Is it
Oh
good?
man. Dude, it is good. It is good.
No, I didn't see it. What's it about? It's about
It's
well, go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I
No,
wanna
no,
see
no, no,
what you
no, no,
I
no.
wanna
Cause
see what you're gonna guess.
I thought that the Black Dolphin was about like the what's that place called the water park place
Uh,
in
nah,
Florida.
it's more
In Florida, what the
nah.
hell is it called? What's it called? You know what I'm talking about? Water
SeaWorld?
World? Yeah, yeah. Is it about the Sea World?
No.
Hmm.
The only reason it's called Black Dolphin is because it has a statue of Black Dolphin.
Okay. Oh, is it
Right
about the
there.
Russian jail? Is it about
Yeah,
that notorious Russian jail?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dude, can you believe that everybody in that jail is serving a life sentence? I've seen like Israel's most notorious prison, and I've seen Russia's most notorious prison. I mean, America's most notorious is ADX Florence, and everyone under there is under isolation. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like, that's like federal supermax prison, but like, Russia's is crazy. Because, like, what they do is they have like 3 layers of fucking rocks that the guards are separated between the inmates. And just so the guards wouldn't pity the inmates, it shows like their name and their information, what they're in there for.
Mm-hmm.
And like when they when they got out when before they get out of the cell, they have to be in handcuffs, and they get blindfolded, and they get escorted. While they're walking, they're bent over, and while they're walking bent over, they have guard dogs behind them barking at them, moving throughout
Dude,
the jail, so that way they don't figure out the plan to escape. Crazy, right?
that's horrible. Jesus Christ, dude, these guys are really bad though, right? They deserve it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
fuck them then.
From
Oh, okay.
from dude, one guy, you won't even fucking believe this. It's psychotic. I mean, you would believe this, but you know. So he goes out, fucking, he fucking cannibalized people, and he also fed a person to his fucking friend unknowingly, to like his friend and his wife or whatever, you know. Then like, yeah, he's in there. He's in that prison. And then there's like a father and son both in that prison. Like, how the fuck? Like, think you want the best for your kid, but kids in the same prison. And then there's this one story. There's one person to ever make it out of that prison.
Well,
Just making a little suspense.
I like it.
One person. So I guess like he got out on a technicality, and like, you know, so I guess they considered his sentence served. He got out of the prison, stabbed somebody that night on the train. Went right back in,
My God, what a moron.
right?
But they can't help it, dude. There's a lot of nut jobs out there, man. In the street,
Dude,
there's a lot of crazies.
yeah, they are crazy. You see the interviews, you know they're fucking nuts.
Yeah, gotta keep them in. We gotta listen. The death penalty. I understand people are like they don't want the government executing people and stuff. And it's
I
easy to,
think
it's
it's, I
easy. I
think
think
it's,
it's also easy to take that stand too. But when you actually read up on the cases and what these animals, they're not human beings, they're animals. What these animals did to other people like you and me, you don't want these people to exist anymore. Because look, like it or not, we're all gonna die one day. But these people that committed these crazy atrocities, they need to be wiped out from existence. Because some of the
well,
cases are like you said, like cannibals. These people treated other human beings like me and you like non-humans, so this person should be eradicated. He should not exist anymore. And I don't like, dude. If you have the evidence to prove it, hell yeah, we should execute them and kill them, especially to put the fear in them too, to let them know. I'm like, yo, we kill motherfuckers out here. We're not gonna put you
like
in like in Norway. We're not gonna put you in Norway and give you books and free time and it's a little vacation. You know what I mean?
I would consider deaths for only rapes and murders.
Well, yeah, that's usually what they get. What other people
Uh,
think? What who gets that for anything else?
I mean, if you're in a state without death penalty, you get life.
No, but I'm saying that isn't that how death penalty works? That's who usually gets it. It's like murderers only get it, and I don't even know if rapists get the death penalty. I know
Yeah,
murderers
I don't
get it.
think they do, but I
Yeah,
would let them get the death penalty
yeah. But
for
I think
sure.
that's the only ones that get it. You actually have to kill somebody to be killed, which is very
Right.
fair. It's very fair. It's like, yo, if you kill somebody, dude, you know what I'm against too? It's like, dude, I'm against other laws. It's like, yo, I heard these cases where like people had to go to jail. This is the most ridiculous thing. Where like a parent comes home and they see that their daughter or somebody's getting raped that they love, and then they catch the guy who's raping them, and they beat them to like a bloody pulp. Some of them go to jail for that. Like, dude, they should
Well,
be allowed to murder them. They should be allowed to torture them and murder them. Free of charge. That should be a beautiful thing. They should get a fucking reward after.
I mean, the way I see it, a child is an extension of the self, so that's considered self defense.
Yeah. But not only that, dude, think about it. When you were
And not only
small,
that, but like, the fuck? Anybody should be able to fucking take his lights out.
but dude, not only that, think about it. What's scary is when you're small, you're so vulnerable and you're only beginning to explore who you are as a person. So imagine any traumatic shit that was to happen to you when you're a kid that would destroy your whole life. Imagine some fucking loser comes to me when Jonas is 6 years old or something and then rapes him, and now I grow up to be a drug addict or something, and this piece of shit asshole, he completely ruined my life, and he gets like
Yeah.
15, 20 years. He should be castrated and then fucking tortured and then murdered. Oh my
Trust
god, I
me,
mean, like that. Instead of people like, there shouldn't be no murder. Like, are you kidding? This guy just
they
this
don't,
this
they
piece of
don't,
this
they
piece of
don't
shit.
state.
This piece of shit doesn't care about my life. He doesn't care about anything but himself. He's an animal. He should be tortured,
You
castrated,
know
and then
what?
killed at the end like a fucking pig, and fed to like live animals and let people watch it too. Fuck him. Are you kidding me? You really feel bad for that? Get the fuck out of here.
No, I got
Ridiculous.
you. But
Ridiculous.
like, I don't like. It's not feeling bad for anybody. Like, nah, dude,
Yeah.
that's fucked up. When adjudicating these things, you have to take it from the victim, how they feel about it. That's why I said if one person says death, death.
Mhm.
Nobody says death, and they all say life, life.
Mhm.
And let me tell you, 15, 20 years. Like, let's say a rapist gets 15, 20 years. If he's not in protective custody or like, you know, and people find out, he's done. He's gonna probably get raped.
Hopefully.
That's what
Well,
usually ends up.
In American prisons. But the sad thing is that there's people who are innocent or they're serving smaller crimes that are thrown into jail with these fucking other animals. Like these
And that's
crazy
and that's
motherfuckers. Dude, they should be different types of like crazy jails. They throw in like people on weed possessions and shit that go to jail with like fucking gangbangers. That's fucking nuts.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
so
it's
fucked up. That's so
retarded.
fucked up. That's so fucked up. You're just making more criminals. Because those people who go in there, they're gonna grow up to be criminals
And
too. Because
gangbangers, you
that's the
could
only way to survive in the jail. Do you know how rough jail is, dude? If you go in jail, you're gonna try to be a nice guy, dude. Yo, say
no, you
goodnight.
can't. No, you can't do it nice.
Dude, as soon as I'm
You can't
gone,
have
dude,
no smile,
dude, me, as soon as I'm
no
gone,
smile. Everybody will be
as soon as I go, I have to join the Aryan Brotherhood. I have no choice.
No,
Even
no,
you,
no, 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 no,
even you,
no.
you'd probably
You'll
have
be
to,
part,
you could probably shave your head and try to join it. That's like the only way to
dude.
survive out there.
Like, yo, I'm a Jewish white boy. What they would consider, right?
But if you shave
Jewish
your head,
white.
you might try to pass the fucking
Nah,
test.
there's when you don't want to be. You don't have to be Aryan. You're just considered part of the wood pile. You're. That's what they call them, the wood pile.
What the hell is that?
Wood pile.
Wait, what is
White
it?
folk.
What's a wood pile? Oh, just white folk?
Yeah, white people.
Wood pile? What
Yeah,
the hell? I never heard of that.
yeah. Like, you know, that dude's in the woods. Like obviously because he's white.
Okay.
He's in
So
jail.
wait, so wait, you joined? It's a gang, or it's just a bunch of white people that are just doing time?
It's just a bunch of white people doing time.
Oh, so
But
it's like not a gang, but it's just like a bunch of white people that they don't want to join a gang, but they're still together as a group
yeah, kinda. I mean, like if a race war pops out, you're fucked.
in jail, right.
Like
But
you
that's
gotta
why I was
fight,
saying that. That's
and
why
you
I was
gotta
saying
fight
I'd
with,
probably.
and you gotta
But
fight
that's
with
why I
your
was saying
side,
I'd
and you
probably
got
have to join the Aryan Brotherhood to like
no,
survive.
you be with the wood pile. You're fine. You don't have to.
What
No
the hell
Aryan
is the
Brotherhood,
wood? The
no,
wood pile would protect you?
bro. But I'll tell you this much: you go to jail. What's
Mm-hmm.
your bid? 2 years, 5 years,
Yeah. Yes. All
right?
right. Let's say 5 years. Yeah, that's true. If they
All right.
catch you that you're in a gang, you're gonna get time, right?
No,
If
you
they
can't
find
get.
that, no,
Well,
yeah. Some jails or
you
something, I
gotta
think.
be part of. You do have to be part of a gang, but you have to also do something.
Oh,
As
okay.
long as Rico,
It all goes
but
back
that's
to
how they
Rico.
got Casanova, the rapper. Well,
Mm.
he's on trial now. I don't think he did it. I don't think. I think he was just stunting.
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Casanova.
Casanova, he's
I
on
don't know.
trial.
I don't know.
He's a rapper, Brooklyn rapper from Flatbush.
What about him?
He got a Rico.
For what? What the hell was he done?
They consider him the leader of a blood set.
Hmm. Okay, good. Give him life and execute him.
Nah, they're gonna give him. If he's guilty, he's gonna get 25 to life. New York does not execute,
Damn.
but I don't
So
think he did it.
was he just the gang leader of it, or was he like running murders too? He was probably running murders, right? Because he's the gang
Yeah, they're
leader of
trying
the
to connect.
Bloodstone.
They're trying to connect all that shit.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to Rico, you get a lot of snitches,
That's
a
true.
lot of people flipping. And they want that case. They want to take down that big guy. They'll eat shit
Yeah.
up
Well,
sometimes.
especially if he's the gang leader, like you said, he's freaking behind
I'll
all the
tell you
hits.
something. I'll tell you something. I recently seen a video of a jailhouse snitching to the law enforcement.
Hmm.
They come in, they got their like little uniform on. They're not like regular correctional officers. These guys ask questions. They're
Okay.
detectives trying to get, you know,
Detective.
detective work.
Yeah.
So he comes in. He wants to squeal on, I guess, whoever his cellmate is,
Yeah.
or whatever, And they show the whole video. So whoever he is, man, that nigga better be in PC, because somebody finds that video, he's fucked.
Jesus.
Like, he straight up snitched, but not only that, but the cops caught him that he was lying.
Oh, so now he's in trouble with the feds too. Well, not feds, but
So,
police.
because they're like, oh, you were talking to this guy, right? Like, this officer, official, whatever, person of the law, could be fucking whatever, that you were gonna give information, if you were gonna give information, if you'd get less time.
Yeah.
They caught him like that, and it's crazy. They're like, damn. They were like looking at each other like, damn, we can't even use this dude.
Oh, whatever. No, but that's how it goes. Yeah, if you're an unreliable source, they have to kick you out.
But a lot of the times they don't. A lot of times they like to eat shit up. But if you can prove otherwise, yeah. If it's obvious, this dude was snitching.
Just, oh, whatever.
That's why, like, there's a rule when you go in.
No snitching.
Well, besides that,
Can't be a pedophile.
besides that, besides the obvious ones, they'll ask you what your charges are, and
Yeah.
that's all you need to give them. You don't really need to go into fucking detail. You don't
Right.
need to give them your fucking story about it. You know?
Yes.
Everything they could find out, they could ask you for your paperwork.
Yes.
And that's it. Yep.
That's right.
So yeah. Don't worry, you wouldn't have to roll with the Aryans. Although you look like one.
Don't I look like a fucking like an Irish guy right now with the fucking hat?
Yeah, you got the Irish vibe right now. The hat, the beard, for sure. All
Yeah.
you're missing is the pint.
You had the corn cob pint. Freaking hell. Hell yeah, dude. Hell no. Would never want to go to jail. It's like a horrible place. Can you imagine
Yeah,
somebody would want to go to jail? What if
there
there's
are people.
anybody that want to go? That's true. There are people that want to go back because they don't know how to
Mhm.
function.
It fucks them up mentally,
Yeah. Yeah.
like really bad.
It's like the same thing with like the freaking, well, it's not the same thing, it's very different, but like we were talking about before because of Memorial Day,
I had.
the army guys, army people who get deployed to the service, when they come back from war, the first thing that they want to do is go back to war. Where you would think they'd want to stay as far away from it as actually they could when they come back to civilian life. But they want to go back because they're living at such an extreme lifestyle. It's like so much more intense than real life. It's so much more rewarding, meaning like the adrenaline dumps and like your emotions are so
Too
heightened.
much of a risk, though.
No, but I mean your emotions are on so heightened that when you come back to like regular day life, it's like a flat pulse. Like nothing excites you, nothing. I mean it excites you, but not as much as the highs and lows of combat. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what everybody talks about. They're saying it's like a daredevil thing. It's like an extreme sports thing, but to the complete extreme where it's life and death.
Yeah,
Where it's like,
adrenaline
yeah,
junkies.
like they said that people were saying. I was reading a lot of books, like I said, about war and stuff. People were saying that the friendships that they made during the times of war, the people were saying that the relationships that they have with their combat crew is deeper than the relationships that they have with their like wife or daughter or son. They're like, I shared this bond is way deeper because the emotions were so heightened and they were like so close to dying that they like survived and died. They said that like you can't mimic those relationships how much it means because like friendship meant everything then, Because one day me and you
You
are
know,
friends, the next day you're dead, and it's like everything is everything is like if everything was on a
crazy.
dial, like the TV dial,
Loyalty used to run deep.
it's all turned up.
Loyalty used to run deep. It used to be like that. I hear stories, where like, people cheat on each other's wives,
Hmm.
wives cheating on each other's
Yeah.
fucking husbands, like husbands get deployed, the
Oh yeah.
wives are cheating on them,
Crazy.
husbands are probably cheating.
Crazy.
That's what you sign up for. But, you know, there are people who should sign up, we need people to defend this country. But like
Absolutely.
it's a crazy it's a crazy I've seen statistics, military divorce rates up.
Oh,
Crazy.
absolutely. No, absolutely, dude. It's a mess. It's a lot of it is a mess because the people who do get into it, a lot
Are
of them,
young.
yeah,
Are young,
they're
and on
young.
top
They
of
don't know
that
what's going on too.
they're in a job that has high risk to their lives.
Exactly. Something to think about.
When you get deployed, I have friends who got deployed. Be in danger. Never know. Anything can happen in 24 hours.
For the army. The few, the proud, kind of shit.
That's the Marines.
The Marines. There you go.
They serve under the Navy. That's the interesting part.
You ever read that David Goggins book? That one's cool. It's called You Can't Hurt
Listen,
Me. You
can't
Can't
hurt
Hurt
me.
Me. It's really good. It's a motivational book about this black Navy SEAL
Right,
from Indiana. He goes through like,
right.
uh, there's like some racism in his life and abuse, childhood abuse, and just a bunch of crap that just his life just sucks in general.
Damn.
But then
It's
he,
fucked
at
up.
the end, he makes it out. But at the end, he makes it out. It's like a motivational book. Very good. Highly recommended. It's David Goggins Can't Hurt Me.
Can't hurt me because he been through it all. He been
Yeah,
called
exactly.
every word in the book.
Well,
He
just
been through
not even
all
just it's
forms
not
of
even just
hazing.
about call. It's not just call. Just like got the shit beat out of him all the time too. Crazy,
Is it?
crazy
Is
abuse.
it? Didn't they make a famous movie with Jack Nicholson and
The Shining.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh yeah, what
Cu-
that was?
with the Navy SEAL?
Yeah, yeah. What was it called? A Few Good Men, I think.
I think so too. It sucks. Nicholson's already too old to act.
Yeah, I think he
He
has
can't remember.
Alzheimer's now, right?
Yeah, he can't remember his lines.
Horrible. Dude, he was freaking G. He was like the gangster of the most gangster of gangsters.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
You gotta respect the greats.
You ever watch cowboy movies like Clint Eastwood,
Hmm?
The Good, the Bad, the Ugly?
I need to see that movie. I
What?
haven't seen a lot of Clint
Oh my
Eastwood
god, dude, you
movies.
gotta watch that movie, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. It's insane. It's like one of the most manliest films you could watch. Or you know what other one is really good? It's called The Treasure for Sierra Madre with Humphrey Bogart. Freaking amazing.
Oh, you got the classics, huh?
Dude, dude, listen to me. I'll send you a link to that movie. You have to watch it. It's the most manliest shit you can get to. Listen, it goes down to this. There's a bunch of dudes, and it's still relevant today. It's a bunch of dudes. There's money to be gotten. There's a treasure somewhere. These people are going out to get this treasure, and they want to just get rich. Boom. That's the story. And that's all you fucking need. You know what I mean? I love it. That's so you don't need nothing. There's a bunch of dudes, there's a bunch of money somewhere, they gotta get the money, that's it, that's the story. Fucking timeless classic that'll be true until the end of time.
Yeah. Few Good Man. That Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood, man, hell yeah. The Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
Yo, Humphrey Bogart. He smoked so much bogues, man. That's what
Yeah.
killed him. That's
Sa-
what got
same,
him.
same thing with that dude from the Twilight Zone. I think he smoked like 2 packs. The guy at the intro. This is the Twilight
Yeah.
Zone. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, they didn't know about that shit back then.
Nah, dude, I'm
But to
sure
us,
they
it's
did.
like
Dude, they collect shit.
obvious.
Yeah, I'm sure they know.
But back then, I don't think, no, they had filters, but like the chemicals, I think they have more chemicals now than they did back then.
Yeah, but it's not even the chemicals. It's just think about it. It's not even the chemicals. It's like you're literally making a fire inside your mouth, basically.
Yeah,
So I mean, it
it's
makes sense. It's
supposed.
think about it. What you're doing is you're causing hot air, like superheated hot air, that's
Yeah.
damaging the cells in the inside of your lungs and your throat. And by doing that, you damage the cells. Those cells have to get repaired, and that's how cancer starts. Because sometimes when they repair it, there's an error, and the error becomes cancer. So it's not even just the
Yeah,
chemical. It's just like you're
yeah.
making a fucking fire inside your lung, you psycho.
But like
You could even listen.
supposedly,
You could even get cancer. Some people get mouth cancer from drinking hot coffee all the time. If you drink a fluid that's way too hot and you keep burning your mouth, people get cancer from that. Alcohol
uh-huh.
too. People who drink beer is a
Right.
carcinogen.
Because what happens is the body starts breaking down.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
alcohol is a carcinogen. It will cause cancer.
I thought alcohol could also be like a fucking like an antiseptic, like I don't know, like a cleanse.
Yeah, spirits, liquor,
But like, I don't
liquor.
drink.
Yeah.
So I used to drink. Not no more.
Congratulations. Why'd you
Well, I
stop?
never really got into it.
Just, was it for you?
Never really got into it. Was more of a smoker.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh shit.
What's up?
Fishy fish. Still
I
wait
got
over there.
updated on the fish. Okay. Where's
Oh,
the fish?
he's over there. Underneath the heat pump.
Is it cold
It's
inside?
crazy.
Why is he underneath the
What?
heat pump? Is it cold inside?
Nah. Shouldn't be. 78.2. That's
Oh,
good
that's mad
temperature.
nice.
Yeah. I keep it nice. But overnight it'll fall to like mid to low 70s.
Still
But
comfortable,
that's when
man.
I but that's when I turn on but that's when I turn that shit on and I let it go
Yeah.
till it hits like about 80.
Mm-hmm.
Once it gets past 80, once it hits like 81, like I will turn it off. And I'll try to dial the knob back, hoping that I'll hit 80 next time and it won't go up. And I'll just keep it like that.
When you go to sleep, do you have to have a movie on or anything?
Oh, what?
Do you have to have a movie on or something in the background, or do you go to sleep with the lights out and no noise?
Uh, I mean, it got easier because what you gotta do is you gotta stop. Like my TV back there, it's a nice TV, but it's not plugged in right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so just because of the inconvenience, but normally, do you put something on and you pass out with something on, or you try to go to sleep in the dark?
Normally I pass out with something on. Lately I've been using my phone, reading Google, watching YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
watching different shit, all sorts of shit, man. I
Yo,
was reading how like
you should check out this show. It's on YouTube. It's called Cruise Ship Killers. It's pretty cool. It follows like crazy events that happen on cruise ships, and you wouldn't believe it how many murders take place on cruise ships. You wouldn't
really.
believe it, dude. People are throwing people off a fucking cruise ship every single day. It seems like it's insane. It's the easiest murder to get away with, because especially when they're out at sea, when the cruise ship is out at sea, it doesn't even belong to any government. It belongs to like the waters that it's in. But usually the ship doesn't want to deal with it. So what the ship does is they just declare it a suicide, because they're like, dude, we don't want to have to deal with the cops. So it's a suicide. We don't give a shit.
Jesus Christ, man, that's crazy.
It's very crazy.
But you'd have to have somebody hate you enough to go on a cruise with you. Like,
Yeah.
can you imagine? Hey, honey, I got us a cruise. Get
Dude.
thrown off next.
Listen, dude, watch this show. I'm telling you, it's crazy. People are getting murdered every single day over there. You wouldn't even think it.
Yeah, nah, like, you, honestly, you never fucking know.
Whoa.
You never fucking know.
Fuck.
You know?
Just said fuck.
I'm sorry, I curse like a sailor.
No, I'm joking. It's all good, man.
You're gonna have to do post editing on that.
Hell no, dude. What are you kidding? This is America. You could say fuck.
Yeah. Just put a label, mature content.
No, I'll just put a label, say fuck. Fuck you. I'll put a label, say fuck you. If you don't want to listen to this, go fuck yourself.
Oh shit. There was a dude with the with the license plate Ass Man.
Wait, that's from Seinfeld, no?
Yeah. But someone tried to actually, or maybe they had like a decal Ass Man,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they tried to get him to take it off. And he invoked his freedom, First Amendment rights.
Hell yeah, beautiful. Dude, all
And
the
won.
power to him.
He won the case.
All the power to this man. I like him automatically.
You gotta use your head. You gotta look at things logically. You know.
Where's that Drano? Let's see the Drano. Unclog the toilet. Take us through it. Take us through it.
Downstairs. I can't.
Show us
I
the
can't
toilet.
take-
Hold on. Show us the toilet. Show us how clogged it is.
I would take you guys on a tour of the house, but like.
You can't show the
I really
shitter?
can't. Nah, not yet at least. Gotta get more comfortable on the interwebs. Gotta get my
Good, man.
personality up. Gotta get used to it.
Dude,
You guys could see the shitter.
I'd love to see the shitter.
Ain't nothing special.
No, I believe it.
It's a
Yo,
little
listen.
toilet.
Yo, listen. I think we did almost 4 hours, man.
Yeah.
Really knocked it out, man. I
Awesome.
think it's a pretty good show. I mean, why don't we do it again some other time? You got anything to say before we wrap this puppy up?
Nah, that was good.
Hell yeah.
Look forward to the next one.
Absolutely, me too. It's always a pleasure, Zelly. Thank you for being on. God bless you. Stay safe, and God bless America.
Same here. God bless. I'm probably about to fall asleep.
Me too. I'm very tired.
Yeah. Right.
I was thinking the same exact thing. I see you're yawning. I'm tired. I'm like, yo, we almost did 4 hours. Not bad.
Yeah. We covered a lot of topics. We could definitely do a lot more.
Well, hell yeah.
Who
I was
knows,
thinking,
maybe
what I want to do is what would you want to do? We should do a serial killer topic. Dude, that was really good. I feel like we both are knowledgeable in serial killers.
I mean, a
serial
lot of
killers,
people are, because it's a taboo topic.
We love it.
There was a point made in that Mindhunter show where the serial killer was telling the officer, he's like, why are you so interested in, like he was basically telling him, like, why are you so interested in learning about me? It's because I'm like you, huh? You know? Like,
It's like
pointing
Dexter.
that shit out. So it's a crazy good show. You would love it.
It's like Dexter.
You would love that show.
I believe you.
You should watch. Honestly, you should watch that show.
I believe you.
You recommend me a movie, I recommend you that show. You
I
got 2
appreciate it.
seasons. You got 2
appreciate it.
seasons. And you got
Appreciate it.
Manson to look forward to.
Manson doesn't interest me as much as some of the other serial killers. I don't think he was that sophisticated. I'm sorry, I take it back. What, you're offended? Go fuck yourself.
He was a fucked up motherfucker.
Yeah,
What?
but dude, I don't know. He's not that sophisticated. What? He manipulated some people into killing people? I mean, it's not. To me, it's more crazier where, like
Through
Ted
the
Bundy,
drug
like
that's supposed to bring love. Can you believe that?
Yeah, a lot of people did it that way. He wasn't the only one.
I think there's something about LSD and something probably with the rage or anger. I think there's a link. Like, maybe you run out of that love and then, like, there's an anger.
It's not even that. It's like, dude, some people have a bad trip, a paranoid trip, and then some people, listen, back in the day, peyote, LSD, well, not LSD, but peyote, back in the day, it was guided with a shaman. That's what LSD basically is, modern day LSD. It's like that, and this
Right.
shaman was a fucking manipulative scumbag. And he manipulated these people in committing these horrendous acts. You know what I mean?
Well, honestly, who knows? Maybe he was manipulative, or maybe he was manipulated. Just
No,
because he knows,
yeah.
just because he knows certain tricks doesn't mean he knows that they're tricks. He could actually be believing his own, like,
I'm sure there was that too. I'm sure it's not. Listen, it's not all black and white. It never is. I'm sure it was that too.
no, no.
You know what I mean? I'm sure it was like he was controlling, and also he believed in himself. Like it's like
Learning
a
about
lot
the
of the
popes is
scam.
also.
It's like a lot of the scam artists, the bullshit artists, dude. They believe their own shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. But you catch him in a couple lies, boom. That's it. It's over.
You think you could get brainwashed into being in a cult?
Uh, honestly, if it was like a fucking sex cult, let's do it. I'm kidding. There's only like I'm Jewish. I got to like, but like, yo, I would join a fucking sex cult.
Where you have to blow a bunch of dudes?
Nah, fuck that.
Got him. That's what he's in.
You know, there was one dude who had a sex cult, right? Like, he was fucking all the women, and everybody else had to be celibate.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
And he was having kids too with all the women.
Jesus Christ.
It's crazy. Like, that's a fucked up cult. Like, you gonna take all the women, make all the guys celibate, bro. How
That's
the fuck
crazy.
did they survive?
They're brainwashed. I mean,
Yeah.
people get brainwashed. That's like the scary thing. I mean, dude, there's schizophrenics out there. There's paranoid delusionals, maniacs,
You know,
serial killers.
you wanna hear something that's crazy? You wanna hear something that's all right. So you know schizophrenia, right?
Yes.
It's like auditory, visual hallucinations,
Yes.
right? Then
Yes.
there's schizoaffective disorder,
Mm-hmm.
which has the same symptoms as schizophrenia, but you're dealing with a person who also has bipolar. Either they have like one day they'll be happy, one day depressed, one day angry, you know.
Yes. Go on.
That's pretty much the disorder right there.
Oops.
I know somebody who has to deal with that. They believed Elon Musk was after them.
How did you
Sorry, I
convince
shouldn't be
them?
laughing.
How did you convince them that Elon Musk wasn't after them?
I did not convince nobody. They believed themselves. See, schizophrenics have hallucinations. So they could hear shit, see shit. It's not even there.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they get labeled schizophrenic.
Right.
But then there are schizophrenics who have also emotional disturbances. So like I know my bipolar ass, if I was to hear and see shit, bro, I'd be a fucking schizoaffective because probably bipolar. But yeah, it's a combination of both.
That's messed up.
Yeah. My friend had to deal with all types of shit.
Is he okay?
He's fine.
Good.
It's like his woman, you know. She got it.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. It's like the person that's suffering with the disease, it's not as bad as the people who are around them who actually have to suffer who suffer more in a way
Dude,
than the actual person.
My dad definitely fucking character. He would sit there and he'd be like, I want to do this. I'm like, no, dude, you can't do this. We gotta go to sleep. No more driving. Because, you know, we were driving up to Florida and shit. Didn't want to leave the car. had to sit outside for an hour, like begging him, and he would man, he would get you so peeved too, cause he would just laugh, and you're like sitting there trying to get him to go, moving.
So was it just like
Finally,
he was paranoid or catatonic?
he just didn't want to move.
Why was he catatonic or paranoid? Meaning, was he
It
just
wasn't.
like
It wasn't par. It
tired,
wasn't
or
no
was he like
paranoia. It wasn't no paranoia. It wasn't catatonia. It
So
was
what? He was
just
just fucking
shit.
tired and lazy.
Guess so.
So what the fuck? What
Fucking.
that has nothing to do with the point. It's like, what the hell? That's such a stupid point. I love it. You're like, yeah, schizoaffective, this and that. So this guy, he didn't want to
My dad
move.
doesn't have. My dad's not schizoaffective.
Wait, so what the hell's the point
No.
of the story? It's like you made it
No, my
seem that
dad.
way though.
Sorry.
But think about it, by linking that story, you made it seem that way.
Not because when I was talking about the schizoaffective disorder, I was talking about a female.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna rewind. So that shit's like bipolar and like, yeah. I feel bad for my friend because like she could one day like flip out on him, be like cheating, some shit, make up
Yeah.
some shit. That's how it works. Next thing you know, a homeboy calling from county. I'll tell you something though. He got that dual citizenship. That shit works like a fucking charm.
Dual citizenship with which countries? Obviously America, and what else? Israeli?
Russia.
Russia?
Mm-hmm.
Русская молодец.
Yeah, that shit helped him out quicker. Probably helped him out quicker than his American shit.
Yeah, probably.
Sometimes that fucking dual citizenship is fucking amazing. Sometimes you get fucked with it. Like in Iran, they do not recognize it. So if you have like
Oh
Iranian
shit.
citizenship and anything else, doesn't matter. You're
Mm-hmm.
Iranian, and a lot of
Damn.
them get jailed just for having dual citizenship.
Damn, that's fucking creepy right there. Dude, man,
Mm-hmm.
fuck those countries, dude. I would never step foot. Like I said, dude, with that freaking murder van, you convinced me. I'm not going China. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look up what's it called, murder van.
I'll tell you, it's called an execution van, but it's also called a mobile execution unit.
Dude, that thing sounds like from a horror movie.
And you know
Execution
what?
van. Can you imagine? We're like, what do you guys?
They got
They're
they
like,
got it
don't
from
go
the
anywhere. We're
Nazis though.
sending you. We're
That
sending the execution
they
van.
got they got the idea from the Nazis.
Mm-hmm.
Nazis used to do something similar. They had gas vans. They would load people up in the vans and gas them.
Crazy. Oh, did you ever see the documentaries
And
with the
yo, look
Israelis
at look at
hunting
look at look at
The
look at this
Nazi
picture right
hunters?
here. This is a picture of a Nazi gas
Okay.
execution van.
Hold on a second. I gotta fix the camera. 1 second. Did your thing is that? Oh shit.
Wikipedia article.
Yo, that looks fucking crazy. What the hell? It looks like a tank almost.
Yeah, because they're probably dealing with gases. They don't want the gases to escape,
That
and like
makes
they want
sense.
the fucking people to fucking really suffocate. That's what they fucking did. Execution vans. They got it. That's where the Chinese got it from. The Germans.
How bad is that death? I wonder. A gas chamber. That must be not a bad way to die, right?
Not unless you know you're fucking going.
No, but I wonder how is it you pass out and then you die, right? Or you suffocate?
Depends on the chemicals, probably. The different chemicals do different shit. If they want to, they can make you pass away calmly or violently.
Dude, what's like a worst way to die? I wonder. By the execution, they had shooting you. They had gas chamber, lethal injection, electric chair, hanging,
I'll tell you something.
the guillotine.
I'll tell you
And
something.
then they had other torture methods, obviously, but like from the classic
I'll
ones.
tell you something.
Probably electric chair would be
One of
from
the
the
worst
modern
ways
ones.
that was done. One of the worst ways that was done. Right. We talked about this topic too, but we didn't really get into it.
Mhm.
Kim Jong Un's brother, right?
Yeah.
They poisoned him with a chemical agent called VX. It's a banned chemical agent.
Whoa.
Fucking
Whoa.
killed him in minutes. That shit is so fucking lethal.
Yeah, but was it
So
painful?
lethal. Yes.
Oh, you know which one was crazy? Yo, did you see that documentary with Putin poisoned by
Wait,
polonium? Dude, that was sick.
wait. You know how bad VX is?
No, I don't. I never heard of it until you just told me about
It's
it 2 seconds ago.
it's a nerve agent. It's a nerve agent. Fucking crazy. So it's short for venomous agent X,
Whoa.
and it's banned by the UN. Actually, you're not supposed to have that chemical.
Mm-hmm.
And stockpiling of exceeding 100 grams per year is outlawed. The only exception is for research, medical, and pharmaceutical purposes. Shit like that, but you can't use it in war. It's probably a war crime.
Gotcha.
Early symptoms of exposure include sweating, muscular twitching at the area exposure, followed by nausea, vomiting, runny nose, tightness in the chest, shortness of breath, pinpointing of the pupils. Pupils become small. And treating exposure is
Doesn't
removal
sound
of
too
the
bad, man.
You die.
I'm saying compared to like being like tortured. You die in a couple of minutes. Listen, there's worse ways to go out. Let me put it that way.
With nausea and vomiting.
That sucks. I mean, that sucks, but there's worse ways.
Nausea and vomiting. I don't know, dude. Fucking give me a bullet.
No, of course.
I hate nausea so fucking much. So
Not gonna
much.
puke on air, are you?
Nah. Nah, not gonna puke.
Better not. Or I'll report you. To the powers that be. They'll put you in jail for 20 years to life.
28 years to live?
Maybe.
Is that what I'm...
Oh.
Hey.
So what's up, man? I think that's it, Zelly. I can't stay awake any longer. I'm exhausted.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
tired.
like 12:43.
It is 12:43.
Yeah, it's way too late.
That's not bad, but I'm tired.
I'm
gonna go to bed.
We're already starting late shows, late night podcasts.
Listen, that's what we do. We're old school guys. Listen, we're men with responsibilities.
Some people do this shit like during the daytime.
Some people do it at night. There's probably people that are starting now. When I go to sleep, they're gonna start theirs. Then there's people that don't even do it. There's people that do podcasts where they just sit there and just eat food and get fat, and people love it.
That was good.
It was good. Zelly, I'm gonna wish you a good night.
Good night, man.
Yo, it was fun. Let's do it again.
Definitely.
Alright, man. Later.
Peace.